Let's say trading great again. Future Store has this to say. We watch all of your streams, cause it's not fun to trade alone. It wasn't just your trades, it's your blood, your sweat, your cone. Patrick blazed the trail, roaring loud into the air. We've watched him carve his name, we've studied every stair. Now here we are, my brothers, Future's floor is at your door. We've learned from all your battles, and we crave the trading war. Gonna take a chance and prove our name. That's the price to play this trading game. Future Store. Future Store, come and trade on the floor. Future Store, come and trade on the floor. Future Store is the stream you really need to see. Future Store, come and trade on the floor. Future Store is the stream you really need to see.
This live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today.
How can you not like that song? Oh. Wrong camera. Hold on. Nope. And, oh. I am here. It is the right camera. Okay, camera needs adjustments. I'm in there somewhere. There were 4 people online yesterday. There were 4 people on camera yesterday. So where's the camera here? Now I got to do a little adjustment. I'm not going to look for perfection. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do? Okay, hold on. There seems to be another camera somewhere. If I close this one. Okay, we're getting there. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, that camera's working. Look at that, look at that. Okay, we're good. What's this? We'll figure it out. Don't need it right now. I guess I'll use it if people join in. People jump into the room. Okay, there we go. Camera's good. Camera's fixed. Signing on a few minutes early. It was a long night yesterday. Yeah, I could say we streamed till like 2 in the morning. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Hold on, I gotta. Yeah, we streamed till 2 in the morning. I wanted to trade. Hey, it says NQ and ES to roll over. I'm rolling. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I'll try and remind you guys to roll over tomorrow. I'm starting off with losses and wins. The wins are cool. The losses are shitty. In the evals, I hit my PDLL on both of them last night. So that stinks. Wow, the markets really took off. Hey, they were talking about that yesterday. Who did we have in the chat yesterday? Or who did we have on the stream yesterday? We had say the name again. Talking to me? Oh, hold on. I'm just checking that. Yeah, if you're on Topstep, they changed automatically. Yeah, 179 versus 153 in volume. It's the leading contract, and tomorrow it'll dominate for sure. Yep, so we change. Absolutely. If I see the volume is more at this point, you can definitely switch over. Shit, I didn't run the anyways, I do my best. We'll see what it is. We'll just watch the algo. It didn't run since 7:30. It's supposed to run from 7:36 in the morning. We're going to see what we missed. So oh, okay, we didn't miss much actually. 7:36 in the morning. It would be, we're missing one long trade right here, which I don't understand why it's not in. Oh yeah, it is in, and it's supposed to, it probably did synchronize. I'm on the wrong account. There we go, it's synchronized. That's a stupid synchronization, because the exit's right here. But what it does is when you synchronize, as soon as you put the algo on, it checks what its position was or is, and it jumps in right away. Well, we are long, and we didn't get a close below the swing low. And the 5 minutes, same thing. The last time we were short was here, and then we switched over to long. 2-bar retrace, entry here, stop out. Kind of hard to see. Entry here. 10 minutes, you got something. Now we're switched to long, 2-bar retrace. That might have been an entry. Probably stopped out here, add over here. I'm guessing this one's going to stop out, and then it's going to give you the good trade. And it's going to fake everybody out. Let's go look at the daily. Okay, these lines here, these were the evening session highs and lows. We don't need them anymore. The daily, wow, it looks like someone played around with my Sparky, what are you? Okay. Guys, give me a second. Hello, hello. Okay, well, I'm not repeating what I said since the morning. Sorry, I'm gonna have to edit all that out. And why is my green screen all screwed up today? Well, thank you for letting me know, JC. Happy birthday. But I do have to take a break. It's the morning. JC, you know what happens in the morning, right? So I'll be right back. Good morning, guys. OFT. I'm back, right? Mic is working. Okay, now I can get in at the proper price for the algo, because the algo's in at the wrong price. So let me do buy bid. Hopefully it'll get that. Oops, wrong. Supposed to have an ATM strategy. Not supposed to have an ATM strategy on that one, I mean. Okay, so just so you know, Emperor, on the chart on the bottom, that's a Renko chart. I use Renko charts. Ah, no kidding. Wow. Do I get your old fancy camera? Let me send you my address. I run an algo on the bottom on the Sim1 account. And I'm just trying to sync it up properly to where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have one long trade over here. So I added to it. If it comes back over here, which is where I entered, I'm going to get rid of the old 5. So sell limit. Anyways, 3, wrong size. 5. But usually I don't do manual intervention in that area over there in that chart. But in this case, it's unsynced. And then my main chart is over here on the 1 minute. I am going to be trading a mix of my Bulenox and Apex accounts. Let me just load them all up here. Sim 101, shit. Oh, you know what? I was just going to say I made a mistake. I'm supposed to reset Sim 101 for the morning so I can see how it does for the day session. Anyways, right now I have so you know what? I can do it. I can do it. Boom, boom, boom. Accounts. Sim 101. Edit. Reset. Yes. Because I just want to see how it does during the okay, I know what it's going to do, so I'm going to go long here. A 10 lot, that's what it's supposed to be. No, that's not what it's supposed to be. Close, I got to reset it again. Edit account, reset, clear history. Okay, just load the EA, the bot. And then we'll make an adjustment because now it's getting a better price, better average price. Renko, I'll get to your messages, guys. Just give me a second. Template, load. That one, load. Enabled. There we go. So now it's getting a little bit better of a price, but at least nice. Daily sentiment, war. But no, I don't know. I'm kind of bullish on the daily sentiment. However, I said every time I'm bullish on the daily sentiment, I mean, you know, we're above everything. Asia highs, VWAP, previous day's close. It always ends up going down. So I'm thinking an OFT VWAP. OFT. Good that I have you here. I needed to ask you a question. Don't fucking die now. Okay, are you ready? Are you sitting down? This is meant in the most respectful, sense of humor kind of way. You know how you always say push. So I want to get that audio clip. I don't know if you've seen my effects. So I've created some effects. Let me show you the first one. I think I showed you. So when I hit take profit, I play this one.
Pow! Right in the kisser!
So it's a graphic with an audio. If the market goes absolutely bananas, you know, like during an FOMC and it's untradeable because we're moving 100 points every 5 seconds, I'll play this one. Oh no! No, it got screwed up. Okay, it's a scary face. That's not you. Don't get confused. It's supposed to be a scary face. Hold on, let me fix it so you know what I'm talking about. Then I will get to your picture. The copy command didn't work properly. Boom, it's not going to take long. Boom, properties, browse, this. Okay, it's just so you understand context. And here you go.
Cancel all orders! Cancel all orders!
Okay, so that's the one when the markets are going crazy. But when I'm in a trade, I don't think it's going to work now. I clipped out your face, and I want to get your audio when you're saying push, push. But I want to ask you permission, but I don't think it's going to work because even if so far I just got your face, but I think it's going to, the copy command is not working properly. So properties, yeah, it's not working. I can't show it to you. Same thing over here, properties. I got to just delete them. So you know what? I'll have to show you when it's, yeah, I'll have to show you when it's working. Right now, they're all tied together. If I change one, they're changing them all. That's why that one was screwed up. Pick, rename. Okay, it's too bad I couldn't show you. I would have wanted to show you today. But you'll be back. You'll be back. I'll show you. Okay, markets are open. I lost 2 minutes and I'm missing the opening because of that. Push, yeah. Actually, we should all say it together. It is pushing. You know how long? I don't know. For me, in my opinion, he says it all the time on every video, all the time. Do you know how long it? Oh, really? Serious, man. Good job. I would say I missed everything, but to be honest with you, I'm not allowed trading in the first 10 minutes. It's my new risk plan. Unfortunately, maybe I'll get back to it later, but I have to remove the sense of urgency. Okay, so let's get into figuring out which account we're going to trade. I think I'll start off with the PA lightly. There we go. We got a trade. Looked like a winning trade. That was a loser. That was a winner. I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, okay, Sim. Let's get Sim up here. Sim is up 81. It probably should be down a little bit. But let's get to the PA. Okay, this one should be long at 78 with a stop at 64. My stop is in the perfect place in this case. No, don't stop me out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to remove the stop because too often it hits it on Ninja and it doesn't tick it off on Topstep, which is the main chart that I follow, and I don't want to get okay, did get stopped out, and you shouldn't be there. Yeah, you see the problem with using an ATM when you enter in an offsetting order. Hey, good morning, James. James. I get one more trade in this account, and that's it. I think I have a $100. What do you call it? PDLL? I don't know. I set it pretty tight. Actually, that was my chance to lower my position size because I don't want to be in for full size on this. But now I am. Yep, I hit the PDLL. That sucks. Way oversized on that. Skeleton Emperor also done for the day. Good job in the PA. Everyone's killing it while I'm busy. I'm not trade copying today, that's for sure. Yeah, you see, you can't do that. $10, $11. Well, this is a good price, so I'll take it over here in this account. I'll take $50. I could be setting up my accounts to trade copy over here, but maybe I should. Let's get out the trade copier. Just make sure that the account that's leading is let's go to this one. Nope. The account that's leading, I have to make sure is an important account, not an eval, because it screws up too often, this trade copier. Hey, good morning, Omnius. How are you this morning? I already have one kind of bad error going on, but whatever, it is what it is. I'll deal with it tomorrow. But we'll work on the Bulenox accounts. Those are the primary ones. I got to also work on my Topstep account, actually, because it's very close to passing. And I'm going to trade at proper size. I'm not going to try and beat the clock and screw up. But if I'm given the opportunity, I do want to take it. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Oh, got to change my camera already.
Uh-oh.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's take a break. I'm a little bit tense anyways because of the mistake. So let me change the camera. I hope this is the one. Yeah, I could feel it. I'm rushing. Hey, there you are. Okay.
Don't rush.
That's about the right size. No, I'm not rushing for the camera. I'm rushing to get into trades, which is no good. That's a different kind of rushing. I'll do that a little bit. Get a little more. Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Look what we got. We got another one. Joker, how are you? It was fun last night, Joker, eh?
Good time. It was a good time.
It was. It was.
I wish I would have held. I wish I would have held that long, but I wanted to go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Joker, meet Omnius.
Hey, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hopefully everybody had a good Father's Day.
It was good. It was
Yes,
good.
sir. Thank you. Happy Father's Day as well to you, Omnius, if you're a dad yourself.
Yes.
I am. Thank you.
He's got 17 children.
Oh, shit.
Another fellow bearded redhead.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
I used to work with a guy with a bunch of kids like that. I don't know how anybody could do it.
Hmm.
I decided to stay off the streams for a little bit, Futures. I'm gonna just come hang with you for a little while, a couple minutes, nothing crazy.
Okay,
little focus.
sounds good. Sounds good.
But I'm gonna jump back into the streaming in a week or so.
Yeah.
I think I'll get back into it. I just want to clear my head, get back in the game after those screw ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are you guys doing this morning?
Well, I already had a screw up. I took the wrong size on a PA since my PDLL is so tight. It hit my PDLL on that. So
What's your PDLO on a?
I think I set it to 175 right now, and
You got it really tight. Okay, good.
yeah.
I'm roughly around the same with my PAs.
Mm.
About 150 or so. I don't think it's worth risking more than that. Personally.
No, but unfortunately, like I said, I screwed up, and it ended up making me red by $214 because it doesn't cut you off right away like Topstep X does. So it went a little bit more beyond, but the good news is the algo's doing good. It's up $247, so I'm always happy to see that.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you know the
What
story.
are you looking at for this morning, guys?
I was bullish. It was pretty simple. We were above Asia highs. Omnius, got a bias?
Sorry, guys. I'm rearranging some pictures of this guy called Futures Floor. You got your camera set up different.
Yeah, no, it moves around when people join in on the stream. Leave it. You don't have to put it. Leave it. Don't worry about it.
No, I got it. We're good.
Get busy
I'm
trading.
Hey, Omnius, are you streaming as well?
I am, yes.
Oh, let me go and throw you a sub and a like, bro.
Hey, you never sub to me.
You can go sub you can go sub to my channel as well, man. It'll be helpful. Be appreciated. You won't be able to like anything right now because I'm not streaming. It's the Joker Trades.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed.
Are you? Nice. Awesome, bro.
Yeah, I sent them over.
I'll double check just to make sure. Oh yeah, I'm already subscribed.
I might be subscribed to yours as well, dude. We're gonna double check.
Yeah, I send everyone over.
What's yours? Just Omnius Trades?
Omnius Trades,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Waiting for my next setup.
Oh, here we go.
What are we looking at? I haven't even looked at the market.
Crazy, you don't come up.
OFT and Skeleton Emperor.
Omnius Trades.
I got you.
Spelling it right.
The bull and a bear on the on the logo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Kind of like really bright logo.
Is it? I didn't know.
Blinding.
Nice. It's a cool logo.
I gotta wear my sunglasses. It's a blinding logo. I've told him tone it down. He won't listen.
Bro, let me jump into you should be live, right?
85.
Really?
Entry at 85.
Right
Let's
now.
see if I can get in at a better price. 92.
Are you phone streaming?
Am I phone streaming? No.
No, he does.
Computer.
Go explain him vertical and landscape. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
me.
It's the
I didn't get the vertical up. No, there's landscape too. I was trying out the vertical and the landscape.
Oh, you just messing around with the features, gotcha.
Which I guess I'm not going to be doing much more because now they want to charge for that.
There you go, bro.
Who? YouTube or Prism?
Prism.
Okay.
They put out a notice this morning that they're going to tier system. Bullshman's going to be on one of the higher tiers.
Okay.
So I don't know. Depends on what they charge for it. If it's like $5 a month, I'll probably do it. But if it's like 20 or 30 or 50, I probably won't.
Yeah, I hardly doubt it'll be $5 a month.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Did you
I'm gonna
guys?
trade one.
Yeah, so did mine.
I was worried about it for a while. The 2-minute open range.
Ah, okay. Let me take a look at that. Oh, I'm on the
My
2-minute
bot
chart.
kicks it automatically.
Yeah.
So Omnius, what do you how do you trade, man? What's your style of trading?
If it's going up, you buy. If it's going down, you sell.
Let me come hang out on camera with
Ouch!
you, boy.
Ouch!
What's going on?
I'm trying
What's
to find.
going
You know,
on,
I
man?
can't even.
Let me show Omnius what a real beard looks like.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Look at that on
You know
this.
what I mean?
Where's he at? There he is. That's what mine looked like about a month ago.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to cut it too, bro. Summertime's killing me.
I don't know where you're from, but I live in Florida. It's like 1,000 degrees.
I'm in New York. It's gonna get there with the humidity, bro. We're up there. Summertime in New York, bro, is disgusting, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the high humidity and the high temperature and all that. Can't spend night sticking to myself.
Bullish.
I mean, I definitely want to see some lower targets today, guys.
Mike will be over there talking about heaters and jackets. I'm like, what are you talking about? Pouring sweat.
I'm still cold, and if you
That's the Canadian life for you, right?
yeah. Hey, there's someone at the top of the screen that I'm looking at that's wearing a sweater right now. I'm not in one.
Hey, listen, I'm the basement in
I is, isn't
my basement, man, is chilly, dude.
My basement is freezing. I got what do you call those little bumps on your arm? I'm really cold now. I'm not joking.
Yeah, man,
I'm really cold. I
I'm
want
hanging out in my robe, dude. I gotta have the robe on.
because the air
So
the
it's
air
already 85 degrees where I'm at.
well yeah, but here the air conditioning is killing me.
I think they're calling for some decent weather. Let me check. I think they're saying it's gonna get a little warmer this week. So today
Half
we're getting
time, I don't even know if my
70.
heater
There we
works.
go. Thursday, guys. So we're 70. I'm in New York. We're 70, 70. Wednesday, I guess. Wednesday gets to 86. And then on Thursday, we hit 92.
Wow,
Well, I'm not excited for that.
good for you guys because we got rain.
86, 88, Sunday 91. Wow. The 23rd, 97.
Ah,
99 on the
wait.
24th.
On what
Why
day?
did you guys make me look at this?
What day is 97?
Dude, next Monday.
That's my birthday.
And then Tuesday,
Don't forget.
99.
Wow.
97 again on Wednesday, and that's all the data they're giving me. Wow.
Where? What are you checking? Texas weather?
A heat wave, dude.
He must be checking Florida weather.
Shit.
Oh, this is local. This is local to me. I wonder what it's going to be in the city.
If you're going to be 97, we're going to be like 110.
Yeah, let's check Florida.
Fuck, if you're going to be 110, he's going to be 97. We're going to certainly make it up to the 60s. Guaranteed. We'll be pushing 60.
I think I used my heater once last summer.
You know what's crazy, dude? You guys are not even getting as hot as us, dude. How about that? You guys are going to be in the 80s the whole way through. 87, 89, 87.
Oh, come
87.
on. Don't let that Florida ain't never in the 80s.
I mean, I get it. But
Okay.
from what they're telling us right now, you know, that's what we're working with.
They lied to the Northerners about Florida.
I want to get out of New York, man. Florida was one of the spots I was kind of thinking about. I don't know. We'll see.
It can be nice. It's just crazy hot.
My kids can't just they don't want to leave their friends, and you know I don't want to take them out of their element right now. So I gotta suck it up. I gotta suck up the $24,000 taxes.
What? Did he say $24,000 taxes?
Yeah, man, it's crazy out here, bro.
I guess New York, yeah.
And I'm in a decent area, you know. I'm in a decent area. Nothing crazy. Like I don't have a lot of land. I don't know, under an acre. Decent size home, right? Nothing super large. Nothing XL. About 2,300 square feet, 2,400 square feet. It's not small either, right?
It's about what mine is.
You know, super comfortable.
That's a good amount right there.
Yeah,
Especially with two
plenty, bro,
kids.
plenty. Exactly. I got two
Yeah.
myself. Yep. And you know, it's just because it's New York, bro. You know, we bought at like a half a mil. Could probably sell for 1.1 now.
Golly, you probably cry if I told you what I bought mine for.
Hmm.
I bought mine in 09. They was giving away houses.
Oh my God.
Nice, bro. You're sitting on some
They
pretty
were-
equity right now, I'll tell you that much. Wherever you are.
My aunt, actually, if it's the time there that I'm thinking about when we had the real estate crash.
It was
Yeah.
it wasn't the real estate. It was the it
That
was
was
the
real estate.
banks, man. It was the banks. It was the banks, right?
Everything. But
whatever.
she called me and told me get on a plane
And go buy some property.
and go get something in
Right.
Florida because
I
she
shouldn't have
she
said
said
that, man.
exactly that. They're giving this stuff away.
I should
They're
have done the
giving
same
them
thing.
away.
Thought about
And
that.
I was in business with my brother, and I told him, "Let's go, let's do this," you know.
What were you doing?
And he said we were selling bathroom hardware on eBay and Amazon.
Nice.
And you know, we had the cash to do it and stuff, and he didn't go, and I didn't do it on my own. I wanted to do it with him. I don't know why that thought came into me, but it did, and that was the primary thought. Let's do it together. He didn't
Shortly
jump
after
in.
we bought our house, I tried to beg my wife to buy a couple more, and she's like, we just bought one. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, they're like freaking $10,000-$20,000 for a house.
yeah. That's what Matt was
I
saying.
mean,
$20,000-$30,000 for you can pick yourself up something.
And it did not take long. You know,
No, it didn't.
no,
turn
no,
To
around
recover,
and,
no.
no.
and recover.
They were jumping on it, man.
You know, that was
And-
like the fastest recovery. You guys want to know my opinion, honestly? I don't think it had. I think it was all a scam, right? I think the stock market was in for a crash.
Correction. Yeah,
for
crash.
correction, and they need a scapegoat, bro.
Exactly.
Just like we got incoming right now. Right? They're gonna use it on the wars, and it's
Exactly.
Trump and. Come on, man. This has been incoming from the time Warren Buffett said, "Yo, I'm out. I'm out of the market." You know, and he's like, sell model. My analyst just told me that we're selling off. Cool. And then they're manipulating now, right? They're
Well,
manipulating.
Warren
the stock.
Buffett, by his metric, we're what, like 300% overvalued right now? Something like that?
Oh, and he's on point. He's not wrong. But it has nothing to do with being overvalued, right? Obvious. It has nothing to do with that, dude. So I asked you earlier, like, how do you trade? Like, what's your style?
13 long.
I know how
Got in at
futures
11.
trade, there's wrinkle bars and
Yeah, we trade about the same. It's not the same, but we trade somewhat about the same.
Did you call them?
I trade ICT. I don't know if you know, but I trade
3.
ICT. Well, I have a theory that everything's ICT, right?
I know so the thing with ICT is, right, and a lot of people will say this is like, oh, he repackaged everything and just renamed it, right? It's not the case, dude. He's technical. You got to really watch the stuff to understand what the market is doing at the levels and why that he's pointing out. I'm not saying that it's for everybody, right? It's not. It's a little technical, and I trade a little different.
That
I
was a
don't
good one.
exactly trade just based on, what ICT does. Let's go. This is the expansion that I'm looking for right here. And then I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting now for my sell model to come in so I can start looking for those shorts. But
So when I trade, I trade completely different than what I invest.
Okay, meaning?
So invest, if I'm looking to buy companies or swing trade companies, then I'm looking to get them at a decent value. So right now, if you zoom out chart, I like to use the 10-day chart. If you zoom out, you can see that things like sky high on the chart.
Oh,
I mean, you got
we're so
you got
close to the
Microsoft and Apple at almost a 40 PE. So I mean, that's pretty overvalued.
Everything is right now, man. Everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's inflated through the roof, bro. Through the roof.
Mm-hmm. And then really, there's only a handful of companies holding the market up right now. Well, it's been that way forever. But
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Again, my belief is I don't think anybody's holding the market up. I think that there is some manipulation, and this manipulation is simply allowed by the big dogs so that they can get out, right? In order to get out of your position,
Another
then what do
entry.
you got to do? What do you need done to exit out of a position?
Long
So
at
let's say if
45.
you got 1 million shares, Omnius,
48.
what has to happen in order for you to sell your 1 million shares?
Somebody's got to buy it.
Somebody's got to buy it, right? There's got to be somebody willing to buy it at
50
that level.
out.
That's the reality. So the only way that you're going to be able to sell at this level, right, people to
Third
buy
trade
your
taken
position,
care of.
you
Perfect
gotta
execution.
manipulate it
Checking in.
and make people think
But
that
it's going
you're
fast, so I'm
about to
not
rip
sticking
through
around
the
for your
roof, right?
reply.
You're
I'll come
about
back
to
soon.
hit some crazy numbers. So I think this is all manual intervention, right? This is definitely some
Oh yeah, it always is.
Yep. Just so that so they can get out of their position. And when they do, a lot of people that are going to buy at the top are going to eat their face. And usually that's the small fish, right? Usually the people that are picking up those positions are the hedge funds that these big dogs called up and said, "Hey, listen, I'm letting go of 2 million of my 5 million shares right now, man. We got to liquidate these these shares. I'm going to give them to you at a discount, 10% below value, 10% below market right now, 20% whatever." And they'll pick them up, and then they're going to sell them off to like to mom and dad, right? They're going to call up those brokers.
How's that for a visualization? They're going to eat their face.
They're going to eat their face,
I'm
bro.
trying to visualize that.
I'm not the guy that's ever going to be buying at the top.
No, I learned that lesson a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care how much higher it goes, bro. Especially when you understand the market, right? Once you start understanding how the algorithm works, right? It's got to correct, right? At some point, it has to correct, and it's going to correct. And when it does, and it corrects enough, you pick up. I feel like it's designed to always go up, right? I feel like the market's also always is designed to print money. But I think we're in a higher time frame correction right now, dude. I think we're about to correct higher.
If you think about it, most people working are investing in an IRA or a 401. Right. So constantly people are putting money into the market, and that's going to keep pushing it up. Plus, money is always being devalued. So as money gets devalued, that's going to push the market up. So
I just believe that the more they have, the more the more capital that's in the market, the faster the algorithm moves, right? That's all it is. I think that it's a computer program, and the more available for it to take, it's going to push it up to its targets just much quicker. And that's what we're seeing now. That's right now we're playing some daily and weekly models here, man. Like it's starting to look insane, in my opinion. You know, can we take out these highs, relatively equal highs? I think we can. I mean, I don't see why we couldn't. Nice little sweep and then drop down for some lows. It doesn't have to either, though, right?
We might see a little bit of a pullback first and then go for the highs.
I don't even think we're going for the highs, Omnius, personally. I don't want to see us go for the highs personally. I'd like to see us take off from here for major sell side. 16,000, 15 and a half.
That'll work for me. I'm happy when it goes up. I'm happy when it goes down.
Oh yeah, baby. I get it. That's what's listen, that's the beauty of doing what we do, right? Of trading the way we're trading intraday. We don't
even
care.
swing trading, investing, all that. I mean, if it goes up, I'm gonna sell some positions. If it goes down, I'm gonna buy some more.
Yeah, I get it. Do you
Same thing with
trade prop firms, or do you trade live mostly?
I trade. Well, you mean for like day trading or swing trading, investing? I mean, when I invest, it's all my accounts. Swing trading's all my accounts. When I day trade, I trade with prop firms, and I also have an account with AMP futures.
Okay.
So I try to do a little bit of all of it.
Is this
they all have their pros and their cons. What's that?
Is this where you do full time?
When the market's good.
I feel you on that one, bro.
When he's not picking up his kids.
Oh yeah.
I'm
No,
trying to shift.
I'm good when
I'm trying to shift
I'm
full
good when the
time.
market's good. Yeah, I'm trying to shift full time, but
I'm
like
a
every
commercial real
trader
estate
knows,
broker, but you know.
you go through winning streaks, you go through losing streaks, right?
Yep.
And the losing streaks hurt. So
I think once we realize that the losing streaks primarily happen because of the lack of self control and and discipline.
Mhm.
I think if we start following our rules, you'll see a lot less of the blowups and those crazy tilt sessions and big losing streaks, right? Like the key to trading, guys, is to make your losers smaller, to have smaller losers and bigger winners, right? So when we can identify the loser and say, all right, I lost. Now I'm going to walk away taking, a controlled risk, right? Controlled loss. I'm going to walk away and I'm going to circle back later or tomorrow. But we can't do that. We get too caught up in ourselves, bro, most of the time. And that's where we start tripping up. And that's where we start, over trading. That's where we start revenge trading and just trying to get back, at first you're trying to get back the $100 you lost, right? And then you're trying to get back the 200 you lost because you just doubled it. Now you tripled.
and you're begging for break even.
And then you're begging for break even, right? The key is walking away. That's what we don't do enough of, right? We don't walk away from the losers, bro. When we're off, when we're having an off day, when we're not reading the market properly, we're not identifying the levels the way we think we are. All of a sudden, it's doing something completely different. Walk away, bro. Take a break. And I'm
See, I agree.
horrible at that, dude.
I agree with that, but then I think there's other factors as well that play into it, like how the market's reacting. Like right now, we're going into the summer months. It's going to be slower. It's going to be more choppy. We're not going to have the price action that we had in the winter and the fall, spring months. So we have to readapt to our current position.
Perhaps. I think that all depends on where the algorithm is, right? At the time. I don't think that we're always going to have slow markets in the summer just because, it happens to be that way the majority of the time. I think we need to really pay attention to what this algo is actually doing right now and what it's targeting higher time frame, and the fact that it's been making some crazy moves and we've been in a higher time frame consolidation, right? Like we're in a higher time frame consolidating range. If you really pay attention, we expanded up and then we've been consolidating in this like upward trend,
Right.
but it's been up and down, up and down, up and down, like just some crazy price action that people are having a hard time reading, right?
And that's what makes it difficult. If you go back, you see it's kind of trending up or trending down, to where now it's up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But this behavior is predictable because this happens every time that we get close to the all-time high. When you pull back from a high and you push back up to it, we get this behavior every time. Plus, we're going into the summer months. We get this behavior pretty much every summer. So this is predictable behavior.
I think what's going to happen is that we're going to get some consolidation on the way down from right here, right from where we are. But
we're literally 1% from the high.
Yeah, I know, which is kind of insane, right?
We're almost up 2.5% today. So we've gone up more today than we need to reach all-time high.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I do think that once we get the sell model, once it comes in, which I'm waiting for it should be incoming on the daily. It should be incoming.
So what do you look for the sell model?
So I'm gonna look for.
Guys, can I interrupt you just for a second? Do you mind if
jump in?
Do you mind if
You're taking over your stream, bro?
No. That's good. That's good. I have a little bit of a problem I got to deal with. Do you mind if I leave for about 5 minutes?
No,
you're good.
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I just got to take care of something. I'll be back. But
Yeah,
you're still on the stream. You're still talking. Everything all good there. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for.
Like I said, I'm not streaming. Normally, you know how I would do it, Mike. I would throw my stream on too. I'm just keeping it off right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll hang out with Amius. We'll just shoot the shit.
Perfect.
Yeah. Very good. What you talking about?
So what I look for, Amius, is I look for
Oh yeah, your sell model.
my sell model, right? So I'm looking for a sweep, right, of liquidity into a gap, right? So for example, right now we're tapping into this FVG right here, this fair value gap from February 24th, February 21st,
You're looking at
I
the
think.
you're looking at the hourly chart.
I'm on a daily.
Daily.
Yeah, I'm on a daily. So we just tapped into that FVG, right? And what we did is we tapped in approximately at the consequent encroachment, which the consequent encroachment, according to ICT, it's the 50% of like a wick, the 50% of a fair value gap. Like I said, you can also just call it the fucking 50%, right?
Right.
Like a lot of the shit that he does and he calls out, I think is I laugh a little bit because he just renamed shit, right? Like, you know, you're
So
whatever.
I don't even see what gap you're looking at. I'm on the daily now. I don't know. I think you're
February
in
21st.
night stream,
Since
right?
we're the daily, all you got to do is go to the February 21st candle.
Yeah. Okay. So we
So you
broke
see how
above
you-
that, right?
Well, you see how you have a gap, that candle, right? You got the candle before it's got a wick, and then you got a gap in between, and then you got another
Right.
wick on the following
Yeah,
candle.
I got it marked out.
Yeah, so that's the gap, right? That right there is what he calls a fair value gap, right? It's an FVG.
Right.
To me,
So we're above that now, right?
it's what?
We're above it now, right?
So we traded into it, right? So right now we traded into it on June 11th, right? On June 11th, we traded into it and we traded right below the 50% of it. All right. I don't know that I want to see us retap into this gap at all right now. I want to see us come maybe 50% of the wick, of the current wick of that big candle, no more, right? Maybe 22,017, right around there. And then I want to see us come down hard. So now what I look for is I look for a sweep of some liquidity, relevant liquidity. And when you're looking at the daily, right? When you're looking at the daily,
Yeah, I'm on the daily now. I don't know if you're
they're
on
all
my
a bunch of
stream or
equal lows, right? They're all a bunch of equal lows or equal highs, excuse me. So what I look for is stacked liquidity, right? I want to see it. And what would you call that in, you know, if you're doing support and resistance? That would be your resistance, right? What would that be if it was supply and demand? That would be your supply zone, right? Pretty much. All right. So it's and that's the thing, right? That's where it gets kind of like, you know, a little funny when it comes to like the ICT. You know, he calls X or he calls XY when some other people are like, yo, but we've been calling XX this whole time. Why all of a sudden you want to call it Y for?
exactly.
You know, so I get that part with a lot of terms, but he does get a little bit more technical when you start understanding why price reacts at certain levels the way it does. Now, at the same time, like I said, if you're trading support and resistance, supply and demand, you're using these same exact levels in that context, right? Now, what do we mean? Well, we know that this whole entire range that we're trading in right here, right? This whole entire 22,000, you know, at the right at the highs, all the way to the 20,900, 800, right? That's been a massive point of control, right? Is what I would call it, right? We've been trading in that range. If you're looking at the daily up down, like you would hit it, you know, you would turn support into resistance into support, right?
Right.
And you're sitting there bouncing up and down, right? So if you're trading support and resistance, what do you do? You wait for price to go and test the resistance level, and you're going to short into support, right? That's what I would think. That's how I think you trade support and resistance, right? Same deal with supply and demand, right? You wait for price to get into the supply zone, right? And you want to see it react off the supply zone, start going towards the demand zone, and vice versa, right? If you're a breakout trader, you know, what are you looking for? You're looking for a breakout of that resistance level, right? So you want to see, as a breakout trader, now you want to see a price start closing above that level of resistance. And when you start closing out above that level of resistance, now you're going to start longing that, right? That's what a breakout trader is going to do. Same deal when you're going short. So the whole thing is, man, you got, you can, there's many models you can, you can look at it. However you want to look at the market, there's a logical, there's a logical explanation to how it's traded, all of them.
So do you learn ICT from ICT, or do you learn from one of the other people that teach ICT?
No, dude, so my brother's been trading for a while, about 6 years now, and he trades ICT. So I learned from my brother. Have I watched some of ICT's videos? Yeah. Have I done it religiously? No. Have I watched all of them? Heck no. I don't even think I sat through a single video from start to finish, right? I just don't have that type of patience, bro.
Yeah, he's got long videos, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. But
I don't think I've ever watched any of them.
same time, I'll Google ICT's this model and then get a written explanation.
Doesn't he come out with a new model like every year?
I guess he comes up with new stuff that he introduces, based on how he trades.
I always hear people say like the 22 model or the 25 model.
Yeah. And then he's got the 2025 mentorship. What it is the 2022 model. He did it for his daughter, right? He taught her how to trade, and he created a model for her. And then the 2025 mentorship, he created a new model for his son. He still uses the same stuff that he uses though, right? So he didn't change up what he trades. He just try to simplify it or whatever. It can be a little confusing, I think, right? If you can't grasp what he looks for, but it's really simple if you can have someone break it down to you so you can understand what you're looking for. So what do I look for? And that lines up with ICT, right? So I look for a sweep of some equal highs, right? Relatively equal highs. They don't have to be to the tick equal highs, right? But I like, for example, that stack of liquidity from May 15th to May 25th, right? Those equal highs right there.
On the daily chart? What'd you say,
chart,
May 15th?
Yeah, daily chart. Yep.
All right, so May 15th to, what do you say, 25th?
21st. You can even count the 28th, right? You even count the 28th because you got that nice equal high on the 28th, right? So you see how we got stacked equal highs right there, and that's resistance, right? What you
then we push up and it comes down, then it's support.
Correct. So then you see how we wick up.
The 5th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 13th of June comes back for support.
Correct. Exactly. But what I'm seeing here is the following, right? I'm looking at that candle on Thursday the 29th, right? That one that wicked up as high as it did, and then it dropped really fast, right? So what I'm looking at there is I'm looking at the beginning of a sell model, right? I'm looking at the market telling me that, all right, we're getting ready, right? We just swept all of that liquidity with that candle down. And then most people are gonna look for the initial sweep that just happened right there to drop straight down. What you got a good short, right? You get a great short out of it, right? Think about it. The very next day, that entire Friday was a full on down day, right? But then you bounce. At that low right there, right at the 2173, right? And we start coming back up. But now that Friday, right, the 30th, that was straight down all day. You came up a little bit, right? You came up. What do you come up? 50 points, 60 points, and then you were down.
Talking about May 30th?
Yeah.
Well, May 30th pushed up a bunch, didn't it?
No, not really. Right? May 30th. Well, May 30th pushed back up. It pushed back up. That's what I'm saying. Like initially, so what it did was we opened at 370, right? And then we closed right around 370, right? And gave us a hammer.
Right.
But what it did was it pulled up early on, and then it gave you a massive sell-off, right? All the way down to the bottom. And then it started retracing back up. Killed people, right? I killed it, I think, that day. Or no, that day killed me. That was the day that killed me. How about that? That was the day.
Was that Friday?
That Friday.
Yeah,
that Friday. That was the Friday that was 2 weeks ago, right?
I want to go back and see. Was I green on that day or was I red on that day?
I'm pretty sure that was the Friday that wrecked me, dude. And I messed up because I saw it coming. I knew that I already read it, and I just took it wrong.
May 30th, I was green all the way across the board.
Nice, man. Good job.
Every bot, personal trading, everything was green that day.
I wasn't trading that day, Omnius. That day I decided to gamble, bro. That day I decided to jump in, and I decided to go against how I trade. I decided to say, you know what? Forget the 1 and 2 micros that you trade comfortably with. Let's go with 15.
Oh, God.
So what happened to me was I would keep getting stopped, because when I do that, I tighten up my stop, right? Because I don't want to risk much. Right? But you're not trading properly. I'm not allowing my trade to play out. So I'm getting stopped for what I would think is a small loss, because it's, you know, less positions, but the position size is so large, I'm getting smacked in the mouth every time I get stopped out, right? So I took some you know, pretty bad beats that day. Blew actually
That's when I know I just need to get out of the market. When I keep moving, I want a tighter stop and a tighter stop. Well, if I just take a 7-point stop, then it won't hurt so bad, right?
Yeah.
But it does, because I know I shouldn't be using that.
You shouldn't be at a 7-point stop. That's the reality.
Well, I normally use about a 15-point stop. So,
hey, what's up, Antonio? Jump in the chat, bro. Jump in the chat, dude, and hang out. Get in here, bro. And when Mike gets back, he'll adjust the cameras. Get Antonio up in here, hang out with us.
Yeah.
When Woodchip wakes up, we'll get Woodchip up in here.
Just let him know that I got y'all on my stream as well.
That what?
Y'all are also on my stream.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm good with that.
That way.
I don't think
nobody's like, hey, I didn't want to be on your stream. Well,
nobody cares, bro. We're just here to hang out, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Antonio, here he is. He's on his way. Antonio and Woodchip, I think, killed it last night. I was calling along. Woodchip was as well, right? He was in a little late. I put us in perfectly, like a perfect time. Antonio jumped in as well, so we got in at a really, really good time on that long, like at the lowest part of the day of the evening. And then I wanted to hold to 800. I got out early, right? We're already up to 950 for crying out loud, right? Which I was also anticipating to see a little bit higher. But I think they killed it. I think they
awesome.
I think they banked heavy. They might even still be holding.
Anytime you can kill it in the market like, you're doing great.
So back to kind of what I look for, right? And I'll be straight. Like Antonio, he trades this way. Woodchip, right? He trades this way. And that's why with the two of them, I can relate to trading, the trading style a little bit more than Mike, just because I don't trade Renko bars, you know, or his style of trading. I don't scalp. I'm not a scalper. I like to jump in and hold on to the position for 100 points, 80 points, 200 points, depending on the range of the market, right? What it's giving me.
Right.
But I'm usually targeting the opposing side of the liquidity. So back to the setup that I look for, right? Which again, this is how ICT explains it, is I look for a higher time frame, right? Higher time frame. So now we're looking at the daily, for example. I'm looking at a higher time frame sweep, which we saw happen Thursday the 29th, right? That was a massive pullback. And then what I look for is a manipulation. After the sweep, I look for a move up, kind of like we're getting right now. And I almost want to see it. I think, like I told you, I want to see us get into like the 22,000 range again. Maybe 22,000.
Oh, shit, damn. Sorry, guys. That was longer than expected.
No, not at all. 22,146 maybe, right? So I want to see us, but we already did that. We already tapped into that gap. So right now, maybe 22,017, 22,034. I want to see us get to the 50% of the wick from Wednesday, June 11th, all right, on the daily. So what I look for is, I'll look for a sweep. I'll look for the manipulation up after the sweep, and then I'm going to look for a massive displacement down. I'm going to want to see a candle that's going to go down really fast and close below those equal lows that we just made at 21,459 on the daily. You see that? The Friday the 6th and the one that we just made right now on the 13th, those two candles. You see how
I
those
see the
lows
6,
are?
yeah.
Yeah,
My
those
cursor
lows
here.
are equal, right? I mean, I think maybe one ticket by a
10.16.
quarter, 50 cents. What is it? We got the low of June 6th sitting at 471 even. And if I'm not mistaken, the 13 should be 50 cents off. 470.50. All right. So we took that by 50 cents. We didn't really take nothing. All right. We basically just left a draw on liquidity. So that right there is a super high draw for me. And what I want to see is after the manipulation that we're doing right now, I want to see us, and again, this is a daily. So is it going to happen today? Maybe. Actually, it could. Because 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a straight down candle, leaving a massive wick up. I don't know.
Take care,
I gotta
Skeleton.
see.
Have a good day. I heard you had a great day.
I want to see how
I'll
this plays out.
I'll see you
See you,
tomorrow,
Skeleton.
Skeleton.
Congrats on the win, man. I got to see how this daily wants to play. We got 6.5 hours left, right? We could get a close somewhere in this range, but the reality is we have sidebar, nothing. I mean, I'm just still seeing consolidation personally, higher time frame, right? Which is what makes it tricky. But we already hit the levels that I wanted to see hit, Omnius. And what I would like to see is some lower targets and significantly lower. I'd like to see either today, tomorrow, Wednesday, right? Because we're looking at the higher time frame.
You're gonna have to
I'd
say
like to
that
see us-
louder, Antonio. Joker's on a roll.
What's up? Good morning, guys.
Yo,
How
what's
you guys
up,
doing?
Antonio? My dude.
Scream it out.
Good morning.
Let's go. Let's get it.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
adjust your
talk,
camera again,
talk
Omnius.
Looks like I still got Joker.
You just gotta make a big wall.
I don't know how futures did it, man. But every time somebody jumps in, his cameras are like on point, fast.
No, I don't know either. I just got lucky.
He just comes back down in a little slot, right?
He's got it set
Falling
up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got it set up where it's like it comes in pretty clean. I like it. Antonio, how'd you guys bank on that trade last night, bro?
Oh, dude, I'm mad I fell asleep, to be honest. I would have seen that little dip and then that little retrace back up, and I'm like,
Oh, did you close also?
long.
Did you close also
Yeah.
with me? Kind of like just going to knock out?
Yeah. I mean, no, I stayed afterwards. The trade Witcher put in Discord, that's the one I caught. But after that one, we're gonna go in short, and then I just got out that. I just went to
Oh, so you caught it to
downside.
to that next
Yeah.
high. All right,
Mhm.
nice, solid.
But
I think
man,
you caught it right before the 800, right? You probably got out at
Yeah.
like 760.
Yeah, but dude, that shit is draining. Being a DJ is not the move.
It's what?
That's the move. I was supposed to wake up like at 9. I woke up at 10,
Yeah,
10:30.
I was tired
Oh yeah,
also.
that's all right.
I was tired
I
also.
slept too, man. I slept pretty good. I haven't taken a trade. I mean, I took a small scalp. I was just testing something.
How we doing with cameras
I
here?
closed it
and-
out at $30 and it booked 7.
How we doing with
I
cameras
closed it out
here
at
and-
$30
one
and it
micro.
booked 7.
Ooh.
It was just again, like it was just a test, whatever. It's on my 600K account, my 300K account. So we're
Hey,
we're
did you
we're sitting
guys-
pretty.
Did you guys see that offer? The pass an eval, get one free by my funded futures.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw that by
Yeah,
top one.
You what's his name? Mike. If you look at the Discord I sent you, that guy has a code.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you look
I'm
at
not
his
buying. I'm
announcement-
not buying any more evals, Antonio. I'm not buying no more accounts, bro. I got 31 accounts, dude, funded. I'm good. Let's
Look,
hit
I'll
the-
put it in the
hit the
prop
pause
firm
button for me,
update.
bro.
Oh, never mind. I just put it in general. You guys see it.
So I don't know if I want to trade MNQM or MNQ1 exclamation, the old contracts for now. Some stuff flipped over.
I made wood chip change to the new one.
Oh
Look,
yeah.
yeah,
So what are you
yeah.
at right now? What's your price at right now? What's your current price action?
22 187 185.
You're at what?
22 185.
That's where price is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't even notice my prices were off.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
you're at the old one, I think.
You're still
the
on
old
June.
contracts.
Y'all already switched?
Yeah, we
I
switched.
did. I did on when I was trading. So mine is at 21,955, but I think I'm gonna go back to the old one for now. Oh, they
Shows
cut
how
it.
much I pay attention. I got two charts. They both got different price.
How about they clipped it?
Yeah, we switched. Come on in. The water's fine.
Oh no, is there. Oh, you got two different prices.
Come on in. The water's fine.
I'll switch tomorrow.
I'm just gonna keep it on MNQ1 exclamation for now and let it switch on its own. So I'm gonna just stay at the 22,183 price at this point in time.
Well, that's the new price, right?
Omnis, your camera's off, eh? Just to let you know, just in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, I believe that's the.
There we go.
That's the current price, no?
I'm watching your
Or
stream.
there.
That's what. There you go. I was watching your
They
stream.
already
That's
rolled
what-
it up to this price, maybe. I guess with this new one.
Thanks for telling me. So what's the new price? The 182 or the? No, what's the new price? The one,
I think it's the other one, the
182 or
955,
the?
I think. But don't
I don't
quote me
think
on
so
that.
because
I think it's the other one.
Ninja Trader
Don't
told me
think
the
so.
update. And I said no. So I think
Actually,
Ninja
no.
Trader's the old one.
You know what? You're right. Because I just updated today. I'm on the new contract, MNQ9, September 25.
Yeah, I saw it said
And-
625. We're
And
still
it's at
quite a bit
22,185.
away.
Yep.
So
Yep, 22,185. So where does that put the all-time highs with this new contract?
So I think the 186 is the current.
22.8. So it puts it to 22,868. I think it used to be 22.7 something, right? Wasn't it 22.6 something?
I can look at it
Oops.
and tell you.
Ninja Trader. You're saying Ninja Trader doesn't automatically roll. It's kind of automatically rolls. It'll give you a message asking you if you want to roll.
Do you want to roll it? Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't automatic. Topstep automatically. You have no choice. They just shove it down your throat.
What
Yeah, they
sucks is I gotta save my
They
screen.
sent me a message, but I told them no.
Who?
No, you should. You should when it asks you to roll over, Omnius, you should roll over.
Oh, you're talking Ninja Omnius, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It
That's
looks
what they
like
do.
the high is 22,652, something like that. It's not exact, but round about there. So what does what's TradingView call it?
Trading View, I just have it on the continuous.
22 about 420.
22
TradingView's about
190.
22. What?
I'm at 22,190, but I'm on the MNQ1 exclamation contract.
Right, I am too. That's what I'm talking about. The high though.
Oh, the high has it at 22,860 something. That all-time
No.
high, right?
I got it 22,430 something.
It ain't locking in for me. Hold up. So I'm locking in on Monday.
Oh, you
December
have
December
so you have
16th?
it adjusted. You have the contract adjusted.
Oh, you have
button
to
at
have
the-
the BD adjust? The B
Yeah.
adjust? Yeah, you have to be adjust, bro.
What are you talking? Like a perpetual contract? Is
I
that,
always
It
have
adjusted
adjusted
automatically
contract
for the
thing.
contract.
Okay.
So if you
Yep.
turn that off, then it's at
If I turn that off, it'll go
22.
to like way low.
No, it's like
437.
Right.
And then with the BD adjust on, it puts it to like 22,900, 22,877.
Right.
Something like that's like 400 points off. Shit.
So many different ways to look at it.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. This thing is still going.
So normally after they tell me to change over contracts, I normally wait a day or two for the
yeah,
volume to get up.
that's it. No, the volume's up though. The volume is on September it's 344. On June it's 248. So it already took over. But there's still decent volume in June. But tomorrow June will be dead. Today's the last day.
Right,
Today's the last day for June.
But
So
but
tomorrow-
I don't mind trading it. Trading the September from now with the amount of volume that it already has.
Yep.
Where do you see that? Where do you see the volume?
I open up Market Analyzer in Ninja Trader, and I just type in the symbols, and then I have to actually right-click and choose a column because volume is not one of the default columns. But then, yeah, it shows the volume. Here, this is what I see here. That's the screen. So I track it. You can see it on my, I put it over the chart there, yeah.
Market analyzer, okay, cool.
So where's the old one? The 625?
The 625,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, right on top, 0625 and 0925 of gold is...
And that just shows you really how many people changed contracts and are trading the new contract at that point in time, really, that's all.
I'm surprised. Usually the first day that Ninja notifies you is not the day to roll.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, but today it
Like
is.
I said, I normally give it 2 or 3 days.
Mm.
But I don't know because I haven't been on
let's
since
see.
Friday, so they might have been saying something since Friday or something.
What we're working with here.
Wow.
Antonio, did you mark out that first presentation gap or no?
No,
Did you mark out the first presentation gap from ICT or no?
nah.
You trade ICT though, right? For the most part.
No,
Not really.
What do you trade? Just support resistance?
Renko.
Yo, basically, yeah, Renko. Nah, yeah, I usually do that or like failed breakdown.
Or what?
Maybe
Failed breakdown.
Ranker's the dark side.
Mm. Hey, did you guys see the oil chart? They brought it up to my attention yesterday. I don't know who was on. I think it was
Please watch it.
it was Woodchip. Okay, I don't know if you guys were on. I mean, I don't my wicks are really small. You don't see them, but let me make those wicks a little bit bigger and take a look. Let's go to 3, apply, okay. Take a look at this price action just for you to know. We were at $62 a barrel. Just like 4 days ago, it went up to 76 and now back down to 6. Yeah. That's an $8 move just today.
It's an $8 excuse.
Crazy.
It's an $8 excuse, baby. That's all. Yeah, but check
Oil's
out that.
Oil's going to be volatile with the war going on.
Yeah, of course.
Well, why would it even come down? Like you would figure
Because of the war?
No, that's up. You would figure
Not
up.
necessarily.
No,
I mean, it's war with Iran. I think that's why it went.
Well, you got people in the Middle East bombing each other,
Yeah.
and
that's
some of those countries are nuclear countries, so
yeah, but
that adds to it.
But that's where the oil is. So you figure reserves can get destroyed, production can get slowed down. You don't think it's going to go better. You wouldn't drop the price. You would raise the price. Anyways, that's the way I see it. I don't know. I'm really surprised.
It's the unknown.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They're just figuring out where to price it in.
You make it more
Guys,
expensive. That makes more sense.
It's all planned. It's all planned. It's all planned, and it's all part of whatever.
But I don't know the plan. I'm not in on that inside, so I got to guess. I got to figure out the plan.
This is going to be their excuse for the greater depression, what they're going to call, bro. Watch, mark my word. I've been saying this already for a minute.
Dude, we gotta go to war. We have to.
This is gonna kill shit, bro. It's gonna be horrible for the next 5 years. It's not gonna be a good look.
You know what's even crazier? How Trump responds, where he's like, "I'm not gonna help Israel directly." Like, come on, dude. Oh, you can't say shit like that, bro. Everybody understands what you're trying to say.
I'm not gonna help him directly.
Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? It's like we're not gonna help him the war directly. Like, oh, what does that mean? Indirectly? Come on, dude. We're not fucking
Trump's gonna do whatever Israel tells him to do.
Yep. Which don't get me wrong, it's a iffy topic, man, because like, you know, Israel, the Holy Land, people will die for that regardless. You know what I mean? It's a religion war and everything. So it's like, I mean, there's really no, you know what I mean? There's no like right or wrong. I think at the end of the day, it's just gonna be a war forever. So.
Yeah, bro, I don't do religion, bro. I believe in God. I'm my dude. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I pray to God for health and never wealth, baby. Right? Worldwide. But let's keep it real, dude. Let's keep it real. Doesn't matter if you're Jewish or if you're Muslim. You're a human being.
Yep.
And if you're not, you know what I'm saying? If you're not looking for any type of hostile lifestyle or malicious type of living, and you're just trying to live your life, all right? However you got brought into this world to believe in terms of faith, money is up, all right? Where do you deserve to get bombed and to get, you know, and to be put in those kinds of positions, bro? I'm sorry, guys, but this world has gone to shit. And religion is one of the things that has caused a lot of it.
Is behind
right?
it. I agree. Amen
Like
to
I said,
that. Seriously.
I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in separation. I'm baptized Greek Orthodox. My kids are as well. My wife is Catholic, but I don't teach them to separate anybody, bro. I don't care if they have a Muslim friend, if they have a Jewish friend, if they have a Buddhist friend, if they have an atheist friend, for crying out loud, you know?
I agree. It should make no difference. It should make no difference what religion they eat as much as it makes no difference what they ate for breakfast this morning.
Exactly. Why do you care so much to hate so much? It's part of a plan, guys. It's part of it's how control, right, was created.
Hey, have you guys asked AI what religion they would be?
No, have you done that?
Yeah, it comes up as Buddhist. He's like, I choose Buddhism.
I feels him.
If you ask Grok, he'll say that. He'll say out of all the religions, he'll choose Buddhism because of the enlightenment and all that bullshit. Well, not bullshit religion. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like bullshit, like in general, like all that.
I feels him. I like Buddhism, I guess, because they could be it could align with like frequencies and stuff like that, you know.
Well, I like it for different reasons because he has a bigger belly than me. I don't feel so bad.
All right, guys. I like the sweep here. I like this. I like the reaction that we're getting here. I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're ready yet. But
we could be. Look at the
4-hour chart. 100%. Right now, this is what I want to see, Antonio. All right. Right now that we swept that liquidity on the 1 minute, right? That was a clean sweep. Not only did we clean sweep, but we came down and we displaced down below those equal lows, right? You see those stacked lows at 194? So I like that. I like that a lot for a market structure shift, right? But what I want to see now is I want to see the 1 minute play, and I want to see it give me some type of a confirmation on a higher time frame, on the 5 minute, that it wants to do the same thing. Now we have that, right? What do I mean? I mean, if we close below 145, this thing is going to throw up. I just don't know that it's ready to yet.
I gotta go. Because I think there's someone at my door. And be back.
It's the Jehovah's Witness calling now.
Her religion, it was like knock, knock, knock.
They heard us, bro. They're watching the stream.
Well, they're coming around my house again. I'm like, what is this? All year, nothing? Summertime, every day now?
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, those guys would come knock on my door, and my dumbass would open the door because I wouldn't know who it was, right? I'm like, who the fuck are these guys, right? Like, you know?
I do the same thing all the time.
Yeah, hello? Hey, do you believe in our Lord Jesus Christ? Oh, my. I can't even shut the door. Gotta hear the whole... Because
now you're talking about Jesus Christ, you know? Because I'm like, man.
It's like, do you believe in God? Yeah. Well, you know what oh man, and it's like on a Monday or a Tuesday, right?
I would just tell him, like, yeah, I'm Greek Orthodox, man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? At the time, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'll straight shit on him.
Bro, because nowadays you say that and they'll be like, so, why don't you, and they'll try to convince you.
Convert. That's what they do. That's what they were.
At that same moment,
Bro. It's all about the bankroll, bro. It's all about bankroll in the church, dude. That ass. It's horrible.
Dude, have you seen those multi-million-dollar priests? The guy, like the pastors?
Yeah, the ones on TV? The ones of course, bro.
Dude.
Going around in Bentleys, bro. Maybachs. Come on, dude. Bro,
I'm gonna look for the clip, but the old guy was like, God wanted me to have that jet. That's why he made it so cheap.
Sure he did.
Like, no fucking way. I was like, no fucking way this dude just fucking said that, bro. No fucking way.
But again, right? Like, I also, let's be clear, right? Like, I got nothing against somebody that has faith and they follow religion and they want to believe based on what they learned, right? There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Where we fail is when we start judging others.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Looking down upon everybody.
And that goes for anybody, bro. Like if you're a Muslim and you're shitting on everybody else, shame on you. If you're a Catholic and you're shitting on everybody else, shame on you, bro. If you're Jewish and you're doing the same thing, bro, shame on you, bro. And that's the problem with society today, bro. But dude, think of it this way. Take music. Take music.
Music is shit now, dude.
Take take it in general. Take entertainment. Take football. Take sports. Take TV. Right? Yo, bro, it's a distraction. It's an illusion, dude.
Yep.
It's put in front so that they can manipulate, bro. They'll put whatever they want in a movie, and if they want to start giving you some type of a bias, you know, towards the world, drop enough post-apocalyptic movies, bro, and all of a sudden you're gonna have people thinking, yo, we're about to be in a post-apocalyptic world.
Bro, you remember when 2012 came out, that movie? When when everybody thought the Mayans were killing themselves over like 2012, that was gonna be the apocalypse day.
Oh yeah, of course. And then you had the Y2K, bro. Y2K 2000. Remember Y2K?
Y2K
In 2000? Come on, bro. It's such a, like, I just can't anymore, dude. It kills me, bro. It kills me.
Go back and look at how many virus movies there were in 2020.
No way, really?
What are you kidding me, dude? Of course.
Did the Matrix come? Oh, never mind.
Of course.
There's probably
bro.
20 movies with viruses in 2020.
Yep. And I'm telling you, how about, look, man, and what did they feed us? What did they feed us back in the days, bro? Terminator, right?
Yep.
I robots, even
War
in
of the Worlds.
Exactly. War of the, yo, bro, it's coming, man. It's coming. We got Elon Musk about to drop his robots, and now he's beefing with Trump too.
That's bullshit.
Is he still beefing with Trump?
He's not beefing with Trump. He's pulling your leg.
It's all theater.
He's pulling your leg. They're gonna come back in love again very quickly. That's the yes.
They're gonna figure it out.
Not figure it out. It's not even real. Hey, what's up, Butter Stunts? It's not even real. They're doing this and they're laughing behind. Yeah, come join the party. It's in the public room. They're pulling everyone's leg.
Did you guys know Elon Musk made PayPal? Well, he was one of the creators.
Yeah. Of course, unbelievable what this
I
guy's
didn't even
done.
know that. I did not know that. That when I read that, it blew me by surprise. I was like, oh, no wonder. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what this guy's gotten done. What?
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
shit. What's going on today?
Going on, a little bit of a rough start to the morning.
Megan.
No, we can't get through here.
Pretty soon we're gonna have Woodchip in here too.
Nah, I
Hey.
think
You got the whole crew, huh?
What happened for you?
Is that Garrett?
I'm pretty sure Woodchip is knocked out.
Hey,
Yeah,
Garrett.
he is. He's knocked out. He's knocked out for at least another hour or two.
Yeah, he's 3 hours behind us. It's only 7 in the morning where he is.
Dude, I think he fell asleep at 6 in the morning at that.
Hey, look.
Yeah, he was trading at 4 o'clock my time. I got a message from him. Bro.
My camera still, my feed still picked it up and fixed it right away.
What time did he message me? Let me see.
It's a conspiracy.
I thought he messaged
And Omnius is sitting there wondering, fuck. You want to hear a funny story? This you're going to laugh, especially Joker. What did I do? I removed my screen because I had to go, I don't know, doesn't matter, pee or whatever, right? And I was on Omnius' stream. What moved into place was my affiliate code. So on his stream now it's saying use code FLOOR.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't even do it on purpose. I didn't even do it on purpose. It just happened. It just popped there, you know?
I was like, you did that on purpose, dude.
I swear to God I didn't.
I changed my affiliate codes on my stream to code floor.
You should change. Oh no, I won't say that. I was gonna say you should change them to Joker ER because I'm sure a lot of people make mistakes. But
Yeah, that's what Woodchip said yesterday. He was like, I think I wrote it ER.
Yeah, he spelled it ER.
Okay, let's get in long over here. Let's see if we can get in long by market also. Long at 97. Didn't get much of a better price. 96.75. I'll try to add to this. Target 204. 70% probability. Don't laugh at me. And I used my clicker. Okay.
Oh, I got the clicker on the way.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Mike, you gotta go back in time, bro, and like look at that video we did yesterday, and then you got the clip when Woodchip was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hold it," and then right when it goes up, he's like, "I'm out of this. I'm out."
I'm out.
You gotta go back and clip that, bro. That
You
was
gotta clip
hilarious.
that. But dude, this is how it went down, right? Woodchip is Omnius.
fuck.
Woodchip is holding this trade, bro, for like
2 hours and like 30
like
minutes.
an hour and 40 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting, right? And he's like, "Yo, just jump in." He's telling everybody, he's like, "Yo, just jump in. Just get in one micro. Come on, join the party." And we're like, "Yo, we're waiting. I'm waiting for the setup, Woodchip. I'm gonna hold off a little bit, bro." So it finally comes in, right? Like it finally came in like super clean. And I was like, all right, I like this long right here. I'm gonna enter a contract right here. And where was it? It was at let me see, let me just pull it up. I wanted the exact candle, right? Because it was around midnight, right, Antonio?
Yeah.
I think it was at midnight.
But he was already holding since like
He was
10
holding for an
something,
hour
or
and
like
40
11
minutes,
something.
bro.
Yeah.
He was holding it for the longest, dude. He was holding it from like the open almost.
I
So-
think he held it from the first retest. That's why.
From the first
Like,
retest, yep.
Yeah.
So I jump in, and simultaneously Antonio jumps in, right? So we're both in the position now. And Woodchip is like, "Yo,
But
no
dude,
more than like
as soon as we jump in, he says this. As soon as he jumps in, he says
immediately, yo, we just jumped in, so now we're both in the fucking position." And Woodchip goes, "Man, I don't like this. I'm out. I'm gonna flatten right here." Click, and he flattens. So I'm just
And we're
sitting there like, what did he just say, bro? Is he fucking
Bro,
joking?
hold on,
I was
and
like, "Yo, dude, stop fucking with us, Woodchip."
Dude, and then we're like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm flat. I'm gone. I don't like how it looks like it." Dude, and then like not even like I think it was like 2 minutes later, it shoots up, and then he's like, "All right, I'm back in."
All right, I'm back in.
They wanted y'all to take his contracts.
Oh man.
Oh shit, dude, that was good though, man. That was freaking hilarious, bro.
But
And
bro,
we're like, "Yo,
he
what you doing, bro?" It's like, "Yo, you over here begging us to get in this whole time. We
trying to
finally
bait
jump
us.
in, and you're jumping
Yeah.
out. Like, what the?"
Oh man, that was crazy.
That's
But
great.
that was the setup, Antonio. Tell me not, bro. Like
Yup.
the patience,
If
right?
we would have still held it right now, we would have been.
Bank, dude, bank.
Yeah.
And look, I didn't need to hold this whole position, but I don't like to be in trades overnight. Like I don't like to go to sleep and be in trades, right?
And then-
My position was just to 800, right? So I would have already done banked. You know, I mean,
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
wow,
fact.
and this thing, new contract, right? This is why I'm looking at these weird numbers because I had the other contract out. The numbers were
So how do you get Ninja Trader to update contract when you're already on it?
close it.
When you open it, it asks you.
You just
Close it
go. No, you.
and just go back in again. It should ask you again.
Yeah, but you just have the drop down box right here, top left corner. Just change the 6 for a 9.
Yeah, so with the old contract, I was targeting 800, which right now I just have to switch it so I can see what it looks like on.
Is that 925?
That would have been
09 minus 25.
It would have been 22,070 would have been my exit according
goes
to
in
this
the
contract.
trade. By the way,
And it's
hey, wait a minute
still
here. Is that the? We're all sitting in chairs, and Butterstones has the King's layout on a couch.
Yeah, I got a couch and a
He's
coffee
on a
table here.
fucking couch.
Nice,
We
man.
bought this house and the basement flooded the next spring and had to tear everything all apart. They finished it like the summer before. They finished the basement and we had to tear everything out. So
That
my
sucked,
computer is
dude.
set up on a couch.
I dealt with something similar, bro, when we bought the house here. It didn't flood like that, but I had problems with the basement. The footing drains collapsed. So anytime it would rain, the basement would just flood out. I would have to mop
my
it.
god, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So I ended up spending $40,000, bro, like not even 6 months into this
Okay.
house, having them dig out the whole entire foundation, go to the
Yep.
bottom, new footing drains. Listen, there was another solution. I could have put a sub pump, right? And then have them have water coming into the house to pump it out. Nah, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. I don't really rock with sub pumps. So I went the more expensive route, 5 times, 10 times more expensive, right?
Wow, I can't even
Dug
believe
out
you're
the
allowed to not
foundation.
have a sump pump. Here where we are, if you don't have a sump pump, you don't have home insurance.
Yep.
You need
That's
to
how
have a
it's over
sub
here in
pump?
Georgia,
Yep.
too. Mhm.
Wow.
Get out of here, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, I can have a session tank over here in the back. You gotta have one, otherwise you don't get insurance.
That's insane. All right,
I
guys.
don't know, I have
Maybe
5 minutes looking real good.
maybe it's the same thing in New York. You just didn't read your contract.
He just doesn't give a fuck, right?
No. There's you're not required to have sub pumps in New York.
Are you like up in a higher elevation area?
I'm in a little bit of a higher elevation for sure.
The
But then I also have higher elevation above me, which can easily just push water down. There was my home, because I'm on there's like a mountain, like a rock above me.
Yeah.
It definitely gets wet. So I never had the previous owners never had a yard. They had it all rock so it can drain better. I said, nah, we're not doing that. I put a lot of money into the yard. I dug out the whole back. I put gravel, created drainage along the wall where the rock is. And then I redid the one all the footing drains by my house. Created a massive backyard for the kids. Not massive, whatever I had. I worked with the space that I had. So for what it is, it's pretty cool. And yeah, bro. And then I haven't had water since. And then I finished the basement. So where I'm sitting right now, this is kind of like this is my finished man cave.
Sweet.
So it worked
I'm
out.
gonna have the biggest desk I can possibly have.
Nice.
I work at a truck shop, and they redid all of like the desks and everything. And this one desk, it was on the shop floor, and it's like 9 feet long, dude. It's 9 feet long, and it's an L shape, goes out like
Nice.
6 feet. And I'm like, dude,
Heck yeah,
just-
dude.
gonna fill up that whole room with just desk, pretty much.
I ended up using, so when we bought our first house, we moved, and it was kind of like more of a rustic. The first house was like a rustic, little bit of a rustic look.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying this awesome like dining table. It was like $4,000, bro. It was crazy. It was massive. The slab of wood it's just insane. And then we moved to the new house, and we ended up having a new dining table that kind of fit the the style of the new home. And I just put a $4,000 dining table down in the basement for a desk. So
Nice.
I've been
Yeah.
using a pretty crazy dining table as a desk for the last 8 years, bro. So
Nice.
pretty cool.
Works
Yeah,
out good,
I don't know if you could see it, but it's actually pretty, I'm gonna
Trading
put
like
my
a king
camera
over there.
as an angle.
right? Got one guy on the couch and the other guy on the
Fancy.
table.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're the only fucking dumbass on the chair, right? I'm gonna have to
Fancy
get a bed
guy.
in here or something.
Massive.
We got to get the couch and the table together.
That looks identical. Thank you. I'm trying to see if there's anything actually worth trading right now. I don't know what's crude oil doing.
Yeah, crude's ripping, man.
Oh yeah, they had like OPEC stuff today, right?
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I really like this pullback on the sweep on the 15-minute 1045 candle. I gotta see how this closes, but we just pulled back nicely off of these equal highs, right? So we've got that whole tabletop from June 12th, right? Those Thursday highs.
What time frame you looking at? June 12th.
I'm on the
Let's
15-minute.
15-minute would be good for me on that.
Yeah, 15-minute and the 5-minute. So right now, what I really want to see, after sweeping the way we just did, I want to see a nice displacement down on the 5-minute below. Let me see. Shoot, we got a nice swing low at that 144. I'm not really going to see a market structure shift at the 177, but I'd want to see one more pull up to get that. But
How do I have 5 people in my room and only 6 people watching? Something's wrong.
That's all right, because it's us, man. It's us hanging out, but who cares?
Damn
That's what it's
it.
about, right? Let's bank, boys. Let's bank. Who cares about who's in here?
Yeah.
Watch
I'm just saying. It's crazy. Okay, go
We
on.
can be ourselves too, right?
Okay, 15-minute, June 12th. I got you. I see it. Yep.
And the 1 minute right now is about to give us a market structure shift. So if the 1 minute pushes down below those lows, the 1 minute's giving us a shift, right? So if you're looking at the 1 minute Omnius, right? So you see how the 1 minute that big can that the I can't see it on that one. Let me switch my.
I think my chart's broken. I need to push on it or something.
Okay.
So I use a volume chart, and there's no volume, so my chart won't move.
Oh, no kidding.
I like the
That's why I
volume
was
shift,
asking
right?
about. That's why I was asking about updating to the new contract.
Well, look at the shelf we have here, though, at 22,172. How many times we touched it on the 1 minute in the last hour?
Switching over to the 30-second chart.
Right.
What was you saying about the 1 minute chart?
Oh, the shelf
So
we have
I
at
was just pointing out how we swept with that 1047 candle. You see how it came down really
1047.
quick
Yeah, yeah. So is that bearish for you?
and it pushed. So what it's gonna be bearish if it would have been bearish if we would have pushed down a little further below that 177. That's why I was saying I wanted to see it push down that 177. We can still get it. I don't really see a swing.
Yeah, we got
point
we got
created in the
support right
midpoint.
here. We got to break down below the support.
Correct, exactly. So this if you're a support resistance trader, this is we just hit a level of support. I want to see us break down below it, right? Which it should. But
I mean, we've been here what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
correct.
Gee,
8.
I didn't even look at it like that.
I think it was 8. Count again.
It's okay.
Go do the count again.
I do estimates. I like my charting to be
He
ugly.
likes to round.
Uh-huh. You make it too
I'm
pretty.
I'm still not convinced, boys. I'm still not convinced. I think we could come down, but I'm not convinced. I'm not fully convinced yet. I want to see a couple more bodies close.
Yeah, this could be all like imitation. You know what I mean? Like
I think this is our
yesterday.
manipulation. Remember what I was saying last night on the stream, Antonio? So
Yep.
so everything that happened early on, all the way from
Dude,
the
I
Friday
wish
close.
we would have had like a better like a written down analysis or something like that so we could prove our theories right. Because literally everything we said yesterday happened like almost to the T. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe,
but
maybe
this
not
is
at the same time, but literally when we said it, all happened.
100%, dude. But this
Yep.
is it's a computer program, dude, and that's why
Yep.
I'm a firm believer, guys. I trade a little different, bro. I don't think anybody moves the market, right? I don't believe that. I think the only thing that we can do, bunny ears up, to move the market is as you take big positions and put stop orders in place, the algorithm is identifying that it's got stops at that level, and if it needs those stops to make its move, it'll go back for them. Right, and that's where people get faked out. I don't think people move the market because they go long. Oh shit, they just fucking shorted 1 million contracts and the market's dropping. Hell no, bro. Hell no. That's a crack of shit. Whoever believes that.
No way.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think so.
if you believe that, then you'd have to believe at the same time the QQQ's dropping and the option market's dropping, the futures market all at the same time.
Right.
If you
Exactly.
believe that moves the market.
Correct. Exactly. And that's why, for me, the way I see it, if you go and you switch up to the QQQ, right? The QQQ is sitting at a slightly different position on the algorithm, right? The QQQ is not sitting the same. Wow, I'm looking at the QQQ right now, just for shits and giggles, right? So close, boom. No, it is. QQQ is also still. It's at this point in time, the QQQ is at almost an identical stage in the algorithm. Almost identical, bro.
Right, but what I'm saying is that they say that buyers push the market up, but at the same time, then what's pushing the options market or the QQQ or there's a whole bunch of them, really.
Correct.
Antonio brought this up. You need a deal from MFF. Pass an eval, get one free. Use code SNATCH. No, swoosh. Sorry.
Oh man.
Swoosh. Snatch.
It's a little off there.
No, snatch another account. You get to snatch 2 accounts for the price of one.
That's where my head went when you said snatch.
That's right. How much is it, Antonio? Do you know to get one?
Nah, I think my opinion futures is like 112 or something like that for the first account. Yeah, I usually stay away from anything over.
Okay, you all ready to laugh? You're all ready to laugh? I still have a My Funded Futures $49 account. A $49 account. It keeps renewing. I haven't passed it yet.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's since December.
Wow, you know, I actually
Oh my God! Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Since
I never-
December, what is that?
Since
7
December.
months?
I
Just
ke- yeah,
rebuild,
I
rebuild,
busted,
rebuild.
and most of the time I busted in a day.
Oh man. Hey, well now if you pass that one, you get another one for free.
No, I don't think it'll apply.
You know what I gotta mess with, guys? I gotta mess with my my trade Zella.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, look at that. It actually locked in, boys. It locked in my I put just my Apex accounts. Let's go, boys. Our net P&L is 67,439 green across 19 accounts.
What are you using to calculate that? I know what's his face there, the guy with the
TradeZilla.
TradeZilla, yeah.
TradeZilla.
Nutty Bar has
My
something that
trade
shows
win
it all.
percentage, guys, is 67.75%.
Wow, good
My
job.
profit factor is 2.0. My day win
Shit.
percentage is 92.04%.
And you don't
My
have a
average
newsletter?
Win to loss is what's up?
I mean, those are some spectacular numbers. I'm signing up. I'll copy your trades. No joke. I'm not being sarcastic or funny. Those are phenomenal numbers.
No, there's some pretty. I put up some pretty good numbers, but it's also and that's what's crazy is it's also showing my my blown account. It's also accounting for my
Oh
loss.
man, don't you hate that?
That's why my trade win percentage is so low, right? It's counting my tilt days, and you know what? It should for now, right? Because there are days that I fucked up, right?
Well, it's part of the it's part of the overall number
Part of the,
for yourself.
exactly, exactly.
It all depends on what you want to look at.
You know, I got
Are we going to get over initial balance here?
pretty solid consistency and pretty solid win percentage.
Anything from the inside bars, Omnius? Did you catch anything from that today? On the 5 minute?
Not really. My entry chart's broken. It won't move because there's no volume.
I got you.
So I switched over to the 30-second chart, but I don't really like that one as much.
Why don't you just switch your contracts, Omnius?
It's probably still not going to have enough volume.
It should. The new contract should have enough.
And what do you set it at?
2,600 volume.
Well, come on. No, we've certainly traded more than 2,600 contracts. That doesn't make sense.
No. It's moving, but it's just not moving the way it should.
Okay.
Because it's not based on time. It's based on volume.
Mm.
What is going on? My trading view keeps saying market order canceled on Russian gold. I have no idea why. I never put any market orders in as far as I can tell.
Do you trade Russian gold?
The fuck is Russian gold?
I used to on paper. I didn't know
what he
that.
said. I didn't even know. Maybe I missed what he said.
Yeah, it's Russian gold futures.
Really?
Interesting.
But I was just trading it on paper. I was confused about which contract it was.
Do they price gold differently than regular gold? I don't get it.
Oh, let me look. I think so. I don't think it.
It's based on the ruble.
I was trying to trade like CME gold futures, and I was accidentally trading Russian gold. I think it's GD1. What's GD1 at? 33.98. Gold is 34.17. So slightly different.
It could
but
push down 100 points right now.
definitely correlates.
Good.
There's a lot of contracts sitting at
22,100.
yeah, like 125.
Yeah, I don't even need to look at book maps or any of that to see that, dude. Like
Yeah.
I could just tell where Bunny
You could
is
see.
up. The contracts are sitting just based on the liquidity, right?
Yeah, look
Well,
at that hour close.
That's all it is, man. That's what those are. That's
Yeah, go figure. There's a lot of contracts sitting at the gap.
Mhm.
exactly right. Go figure. There's a lot of contracts sitting at the gap. Exactly. That's what the gaps are, right? ICT identifies them as, he uses them as it's an imbalance, right? But
Yeah.
for me, again, I think he says this too. A gap is no different than a wick, right? It's liquidity. It's liquidity that's sitting stagnant right there. Same way it's sitting right there at the 180s, right?
Yeah.
Reversing.
I'm gonna hop out of here and just watch the stream on my phone for a while. I'm gonna go do some dad stuff.
Sounds good.
That stuff, huh?
And that stuff. Happy Father's Day.
Hey,
Happy
Yeah,
Father's
happy
Day.
Father's Day, Butters.
thank you.
Me, I am going to just shut my camera off for a second. Still hanging out, guys, but you know the drill.
Hiding from everybody, huh?
Mhm. You have to. We all trade in our underwear.
That's the perks of the job, right?
It's a job requirement.
That's why I got to turn my camera off every time I get up.
Ting.
I told you if you traded naked, you get more views.
He just didn't listen.
I told him, I said, I seen some guy was like super fat, like rubbing his belly, had like 3,000 views. Like, that's all you gotta do. Take your shirt off, rub your belly, buy here, sell there.
My son just
Hold on.
texted me and told me I'm gambling. Get out. I got out because he's 100% right. I'm just clicking like a stupid.
I didn't even know you was in the trade.
I wasn't
Yeah.
even paying attention to that. Like, I did not see you doing that. I'm glad your son called you.
Were you gambling to the long side or the short side?
I was trying something with these new Renkos here, but I'm not being patient and waiting for my setup.
Why don't you, if you're trying something new, Mike, why don't you try it with 1 micro?
I don't know. Sorry, I couldn't hear. I can't hear
Why
you.
don't you try it with 1 micro?
No,
If
you're
going to try something new.
No, it's not coming through. I'm bugging you.
No, I know. I picked up on that. I picked up on that, dude.
Like what? What? I can't
Yeah,
hear
no.
One
you.
micro.
What?
Did you say? You say 1 micro?
Bad connection. Bad connection. All I'm hearing is static. Okay, I'm getting it from Joker. I'm getting it from my son. Hey, guys. No, it's appreciated. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up.
How's the PA account?
PA up 239. The master account in Bulenox up 191, and another master account up 110.
And what about the evals?
Sorry,
there you
sorry, bad connection.
There we go. All right, there you go.
No. Let's one eval is up 276.
Getting some static.
Let's get all the numbers here. One eval down 390 on Apex, down 340 on Apex. One eval, the one that I was just gambling on here that my son caught me on, down 246. And the PA that I fucked up on accidentally, I'm going to call it, down 214. That shouldn't be there. That was an error on my part. That was an error. The rest I all take credit for. But the 214 PA.
All right, listen, the evals are evals,
Yeah.
right? But if your game plan is to trade your evals the way you're trading your funded, then stick to it, man.
Yeah, no, I
Right?
have
Like
to.
I don't
You
trade
have
evals.
to. You have
If I'm
to.
trading an eval, dude, I'm YOLOing them.
Because if you don't, or me, I won't say you. If I don't, then it bleeds.
So you just told him to trade them like you normally trade, and then you say YOLO.
I said
Well,
when
no,
I
you
trade
allow
evals.
yourself. That's okay.
When I trade evals, I YOLO my evals. I don't sit there spending too much time on evals.
Yeah, you did.
And my definition of YOLO Omnius, just to put it into perspective for you, is futures normal size. Like I'll go in with 10 micros. That's me going heavy because I trade with 1 and 2 micros.
Thanks for catching me. Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So when I say I YOLO, I still look for a good trade. I look to take, maybe 5
I know.
trades.
I was just laughing.
And be done.
I was just laughing about it.
No, but I agree. If you set your head in the beginning and say, I'm getting this eval and I'm going to try and pass it in 2 days, I have no problem with that. But in
Not wrong with that, right?
Yeah,
But if you have a game plan and you're going off your game plan, there's a problem.
Because my game plan is to trade them all to make about $3,000 in 30 days. And what I just did now was going to get me at the snakes and ladders game. And no matter what I get to, even if I pass it, I'll just end up back at the, I'll eventually catch the snake and just be starting all over again. So
I'll tell you what I won't do. Like if I have that game plan and the accounts are about to reset and I've got 2 of them and they're getting close to resetting and I haven't really banked on either one to the level where they're about to be funded, I'm going to hedge them. I'll hedge them.
Go back
I'll
to my
put one up, one down with 10 minis, right? Whatever you're allowed.
You're not supposed to say that one out loud, right?
Yeah, whatever. Think about it, Omnius. Shit's about to reset, bro. I'm about to get charged, $50 again for each account, $35 for each account. What am I, stupid? No, I'm gonna pass one for sure, and then reset the other one, dude.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
That's what everybody does. You're just not supposed to say it out loud.
I'm one of those guys, man, that I don't hold my tongue.
What was it, Apex going after people for that? I think some of the other ones did too.
Oh yeah, not Apex.
I think it's you.
Not Apex. Not Apex. No. Apex doesn't do that. They've put out videos telling you that you would be a fool
not to hedge.
Maybe I misunderstood. If they were saying if you're in drawdown, and they have a sale going on, you'd be a fool not to cancel your current account and take advantage of the sale. No.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hedging your trade.
Okay. No, I didn't know that. Yeah,
they don't mind. They don't mind if you hedge evals, right?
I've heard.
And let me explain to you why. You know why, Omnius? You know why they do that? Because for somebody to come in and hedge an eval ain't no big deal, bro. You can get in, you'll pass an eval hedging it, and you're good to go. You're not allowed to hedge your funded accounts. So for them, you hedging accounts is making them money. You're blowing accounts, you're paying for the ones that pass for funded, right? And then when you're in the funded stage, chances are 99.9% of the time, you're blowing up those funded accounts because you can't hedge them. And what are you going to do? You're going to jump into a trade, maybe not with 10 minis, but you'll do it with 2 minis, thinking that shit's okay. Bro, 2 minis?
Adding at 90
with $2,500 drawdown, you're getting wrecked. You get wrecked, bro. You're getting wrecked. I don't care who you are. But there are people that play that game, right? I don't knock them. You got 0-Day J. You got futures scalper, right? Those guys go big. They go minis and they blow tens of, 20 accounts a day sometimes. But they put accounts to pay.
They're playing that game.
Yeah, but they put accounts to pay. But that's done, bro. That's done. That's not going to be around much longer.
Target is
every single prop firm is gonna completely pull the plug on anyone trading like that. I can guarantee it.
Well, they have to. The CME told them they have to.
The SEC, that's right. The SEC is like, yo, we ain't playing this game. We gave you guys.
It's not a game. It's illegal. It's illegal to do that.
Correct.
It's actually illegal.
We gave you guys the right to start these prop firms to potentially find some good traders. Why? Because it's just another new way to generate revenue for the stock market, just like the 401ks, just like the pensions, just like the freaking, you name it, right? Like that's why the market looks the way it does now ever since they introduced electronic trading, right back in the 70s and 80s, and they really pushed it forward back in the 2000s. That's when they really did a lot of the major stuff. And you'll see the difference in the market. But it has nothing to do with the fact that they went in and they started making adjustments to the algo. No, they just used the same algo, put it on code, put it on an electronic form, put it into the computer system, and now it's running. But now that it's running, right, on a computer program, and they know that in order for this computer program to move quicker, they just need to find ways to introduce capital to the market. That's what they did. 401ks, pensions, stock brokers, right? Getting your Series 7. What do? They're fucking glorified salespeople, bro. Are you kidding me? If you're a stockbroker and you go get your Series 7, you're not day trading. You don't know shit about trading. All you know how to do is pick up the phone and call the next the next mom or dad or household and be like, yo, guys, I got a great opportunity for you guys to pick up this stock. Whatever.
And most of them
Fucking
lose
joking?
money.
Of course. Of course. So at the end of the day, the game plan for the prop firms from the SEC in their mind was, what did they promise? Live in the market, right? We're gonna look for traders so that we can get them live in the market. And then what is that going to do? That's going to introduce more capital to the algorithm. And how are they generating this capital, bro? Yo, they're generating it out of thin air? No. People are working freaking hard, bro. You're working your 9 to 5, dude. You're making money with these prop firms. You're buying accounts. You're blowing them. And that's what the majority are doing. It's because they're giving these payouts out to some people. This does not mean that they're not banking. But now what happened with the SEC, boys? They're not getting their money. What do I mean? I mean, all the promises these prop firms made about introducing new capital to the stock market never happened, because they realized, yo, we're banking off of these guys and these evals. Forget about putting people live in the market. I don't want to go and
Forget about it.
Exactly, bro. And they just kept banking, dude, and banking and banking and banking, and they're doing that. But now this year, SEC said, no, bro. We're done with this. We were onto you guys and your scam. If you guys don't introduce people live to the market, if you don't start putting people live ASAP, we're shutting your doors. It's that simple.
Well, they've been talking about it all since last year. It's not anything new. Just a lot of the YouTubers haven't been bringing it up to people. It's been in the works for over a year.
Why would the YouTubers bring it up to people? It's gonna sway people to not trade prop firms. Why the fuck am I gonna want to trade prop firms, Omnius, if I gotta go through these hoops to never even get payouts now at this point, right? To be capped, right? If I've got 19 accounts with Apex and all of a sudden I start getting payouts on 2 of my accounts and I go live in the market, and then they tell me, all right, we're going to clip all of your accounts. We're going to take the equity you got and we're going to put you live in the market. Not a bad thing. I'm not going to complain because, like I said, I'm sitting on 67,000 right now.
Well, at least Apex is saying that they're going to give you all the money that you earned.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other companies,
correct.
Bulenox, is still kind of iffy about.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
that's stupid what they
Yo,
did.
bro, fuck Bulenox, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I had 11 accounts on Bulenox funded, right? I got 8 funded right now, but I got none active. Why? Because the Bulenox accounts were the ones that I blew the other week, screwing up, right? Gambling. And I told myself I'm not spending any more money this month. Why? Because I got 31 accounts right now, bro. I got like 19, 20, 21. So I got like 23 active accounts without activating the 3 Bulenox accounts. So I'm like, yo, you know what, bro? I'm sitting on 67 on Apex. Plus I got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm at 71K on equity, boys. 71 fucking K on equity right now across my fucking accounts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that right there is solid, in my opinion. I'm proud of myself, but I'm gonna chill out, because what happens to me, guys, is I get fucking all caught up in the capital, and then I rush it, bro. Yo, Antonio, dude, like those accounts that I blew, bro. If I tell you where they were at, I was probably sitting at 80K.
Dude, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
The first 3 Bulenox were at 2,100 a piece, bro.
Oh fuck.
They were like hovering the payout. And what I decided to do that day, I'm gonna go in with freaking 2 minis, bro. Come on, bro. And the trade, you know what's even worse? Why I blew them? I tilted out. Because the 2 minis that I was in, I was about to bank, bro. You know what it did? It stopped me out.
Got back in.
No, it stopped me out within 2 points, and then it took off, bro.
Oh fuck.
So I was up 2,100. I was still conservative with my stop, but too loose. Too tight with it. But I lost like $600 on that trade, bro. Losing $600 is too much for me. I realize that. When I lose $600, bro, on a trade, I tilt out. I want to fucking get back in. I want a revenge trade.
Me, it's in that $400, $600 range. I have to make another trade.
Exactly.
Like, I cannot leave with that. 200,
exactly.
I might, you know what I mean? But once it hits like 400, it's like, hell no, dude.
I got to jump back in. I got to look for a good setup. And then you're not looking for good setups. That's the problem. when you're doing that, bro, you're just fucking chasing candles, bro.
Yeah, that's so true. Unbelievable.
We all know that feeling.
You know what I mean? So, oh boy.
That's why sometimes like that, I'll just cut it off.
You have to,
wait
bro.
till tomorrow.
You have to. You have to. I'm working on that.
Tomorrow,
I did that for the first time. If I tell you guys I did that for the first time on Friday, and it wasn't a big loss. It was stomachable, right? I can manage it. And the crazy thing is, I was up on that account. I was green across the board. I didn't take too many trades. I was green on 7 accounts. I think like $1,000 total for the day on Friday. It wasn't bad. It was a decent week last week, right? After recovering from those screw ups, I still ended up green in equity. I ended up about 1,200 green in equity. But the like it's, I don't know, dude. It works. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. I just got kind of threw myself off, just kind of looking for a fucking trade over here. That just kind of triggered for me.
I should have added.
But I just can't go big, man. It doesn't work for me, bro. Whenever I go too big, I screw up. And that Friday, I ended the day good. Most of my accounts, one account ended $62 in the red. But that account that ended $62 in the red, it was up 120. And it was an account that was, it was at payout. Like I was up 120. I needed 180 to get to payout. So I needed 60 more to request a $500 payout. And instead, I ended up losing the 120 and giving back an extra 60. But
damn right.
That's the first time I told myself, I was like, yo, you know what, dude? It's all right. You got a small red. You took a couple of L's. You're not that bad. I'm still sitting at 40, 47.50 on the account. You're good. Just chill out, bro. And I did that, bro. For the first freaking time, I actually closed out with a red account and just said, I'm not going to trade it. And I jumped into another account and I actually rotated out. And it worked, bro. It worked. Because why I came back in today, did I make it all back yet? No. But I made 40 of it. We're back to 54, 50. It's 154, 820. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm like 100 and maybe $220 away from a payout, bro.
Yeah. Now,
whatever it is.
PDLLs for me are golden. They just
yeah, they're very important, man.
I realized how it makes me consistent. It prevents me from going back to square one.
They're important, man. I can't even stress enough how important they are.
What's sad is we get so stressed out about getting back to green. And even if we are red, a little bit red, the next day we don't even care about it.
That's the thing I was going to say. I wasn't sure.
I was down $200. Okay. That was yesterday. I don't give a fuck.
You forget about it, bro.
It's only in the moment. It's only in the
head
good day.
Clears, bro. 100% Omnius.
But then when we come back and we done blew an account, and then we come the next day, and then we're all down about it. Like, shit, blew an account yesterday. Got all fucked up.
That's true. That
got beat up.
You know what happens to me, bro, when I blow an account, though? I tend to have a crazy session following, right? I'll blow the account. I'll walk away. I'll clear my head. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, stupid?
Right.
And then I'll end up with like a $4,000 day, bro, green across like 15 other funded accounts. That's not good either, though, right? Because it's revenge trading. You're revenge trading. You're going in, and even though I'm able to get my head out of my ass, and that's the only reason why I'll sit down and I'll do it, right? Because if I'm still fucking up, I'll just walk away. I'm not going to keep blowing shit. That's why I still have all the accounts that I have, right? And when I have a blowout, it's a blowout that's controlled because I don't copy trade all my accounts. I'm not that guy. Because I know that I'm not ready yet, right? Because I know that I emotionally screw up sometimes. That I get caught up in the moment, right? I get caught up watching all these streamers banking, $5,000 for the day.
$100,000 a day.
Forget 5,000. I'm still freaking out over FSP's $71,000 thumbnail the other day. Yeah, right. 71,000.
Him and Patrick are competing.
Him and who?
Patrick.
Oh yeah, Patrick.
Look, man, I think Patrick makes a shit ton of money off of affiliate codes, bro. I think that dude is.
He's admitted to it. He's admitted to it over and over.
Him and FSP, bro. Future Scalper Pro, he's got to be making even more than Patrick, bro. Even fucking more. Why?
I didn't think
Because-
about it until you brought it up, Joker. Yes, go tell him.
Dude, the guy's strategy is to blow up accounts, and he has his whole entire crew blowing up accounts.
An army
like
of blow
10, 20
uppers.
a day.
He's got the.
We're not talking like light, bro. You know, and the model calls for new accounts daily, 10, 20.
And
You know what I mean?
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he the one that's like, if you buy 10 evals or something, you get his course or
You
something?
get his course for free. That's right. That's right.
So he's got all his guys buying them 10 at a time, you know, like.
And and they're not even cheap ones. We're talking take profit accounts. He's banking. That guy is kill. I respect what he did.
Yep.
I can't even hate on the man, bro. Like, how do you hate on him, dude?
Then he turns around, he takes all that money and he promotes like crazy. He was talking about that one day when I was on there. Yeah, through YouTube and everything else, he promotes like crazy.
Where did you go to do your YouTube ads, Omnius? Where do you where's the dashboard for that? I never seen it.
See if I can find it.
I mean, I can just.
Yeah, I didn't jump into streaming, Omnius. Mike knows this. I didn't jump into streaming to become a famous streamer, bro. If I really wanted to, lock in and start getting some buddies to help me out with the social media marketing and start making pages for Instagram and fucking Facebooks and start, tagging it and getting my boy who's got like 40,000 subscribers on his page, for products and be like, yo, go check out my boy for trading. Who knows how many I'll get. I have no desire, dude. I'm good. I don't care. That's why I'll even fuck around in the stream sometimes. Mike will tell you, be like, yo, use code FLOOR, during my stream. I won't, I'm not in it for that right now, bro. And it's not like I can't use the money. I'm a commercial real estate broker in New York, bro. And I've said this before, dude. It's not what it was. I'm definitely hurting a little bit out here. Small mom and pop, independent. I'm not.
So Mike, if you go to the studio dashboard and you go to content, well, go to studio, go to content, and you'll see the stuff on the top there. Just scroll to the right. It says promotions.
What does it charge you?
Whatever you want to pay. You pick whatever.
Well, like, what are the options? For example, like I've never even looked at it.
I've only did like one, but pretty much you just tell it like, what do you want to spend? Do you want to spend $100 a week, $100 a month? Do you want to spend $10 a week, $5 a week? Whatever you want. You just tell it what you want to spend, and it'll tell you like it's a wide range of what they expect you'll get out of it, and it tells you do you want views or do you want audience growth?
I'm gonna take a look at that.
Audience growth.
I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna start it. You have to give them your PayPal or your credit card.
Yeah, but they don't charge you, I think, till the end of the month or so. It's weird how they charge you.
Do you find it's working? How about that? Let me ask that question.
Like I was telling Mike, I did it once for like $10 and got actually I did it twice for $10 each time, and each time was like 6 subscribers.
Absolutely, it works because Canadian futures trader is always advertising on YouTube.
I mean, that's $10. I mean, just imagine if you put in 100 a week or 1,000 a week. He
was Apex's biggest affiliate, CFT, Canadian Futures.
Yeah, we got you, Antonio.
Dude,
YouTube don't like to push small channels because you haven't proven yourself yet.
Put your mic a little closer to your mouth, Antonio. Sorry for cutting you off on this.
I don't know what happened, dude. I went upstairs to take my dog out, and I came back, and everything was turned off, like my whole PC.
Maybe a power outage.
Oh, wow.
That's all I could think of.
But I mean, it turned right back on. Everything was back on. Like it put me back to the the login screen.
It'll do that.
You know
like
what I
if you had a power outage, unless it was maybe like an automatic update that restarts your computer. You might have like an auto restart set.
Holy fuck! I got back and I saw everything gone. I was like, hello. Nobody
got
here. Crazy.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So I was saying YouTube don't like to promote small channels because you don't really bring anything to the table. But
yes.
If you go in and promote, then you're kind of paying them to say, hey, well, I don't really bring anything to the table, but here's a little bit of money. So even if you're doing like $10 a week or something, it's still.
You might get
something. Plus, I have a theory that they shadow ban small channels because if you don't get enough comments or likes or whatever, they'll shadow ban you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
ethnically, that would be wrong if you're promoting for them to do that. I think I was telling Mike that before. Like, even if you put in the smallest amount you can put in there, you got to believe that they wouldn't shadow ban you because that would just be wrong. So it's kind of like unblocking that shadow ban just by paying, even if it's like $5 a week, who cares, right? But you can do whatever you want. You can do $5, you can do $100, $1,000,
I,
10,000.
I don't know. I recently closed my my premium account on YouTube. They said they were gonna start playing ads even if you're a premium member.
That's
Jeez.
whack.
That's stupid.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck that. That's the only reason why I got it. I mean, I have ad blocker anyways. The only reason why I got premium was to watch videos on my phone without getting ads. But I mean, fuck that. You know what I mean?
I think
Definitely
most of
not
my
worth
ad
it.
blockers got shut down. I had the ad blockers, but now they got to where they won't play the video until you turn the ad blocker off.
What?
Maybe I need to
That's
get a different
crazy.
one.
Yeah. I mean, the ad blocker I've had it for like shit 10 years or more. Since I've had it ever PC. It's been the same one. Always worked.
Yeah, it worked great for a while. And then recently, well, not recently, but pretty much like this year, it's just been you go to play a video and it says won't play until you turn off the ad blocker.
Wow, that's crazy.
Really just kind of bouncing around the same area, ain't we?
But I get sucked in at IB high. Looks like it.
Who did you?
Yep. That should have been a reason not to take the trade. Fucking Renko.
Now, where do you have IB high? Where do I have
Fucking
it?
Renko. 199.75. Right under 22,200.
My charts are all screwed up today. I don't know anything.
Oh, I'm on September though.
Yeah, but you're saying we're right at it, and I got it like way above us.
Well, I'm below it now.
Did I mark
Guys,
it wrong?
is this the short?
I hope not.
Yeah, I think we missed it, to be honest.
I don't think we missed it, Antonio. I think it might be starting out. But we're gonna see right now. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes 31 on this 5-minute candle. If this 5-minute candle starts coming down, closing below that 164 range, 15's got 1220 left. So that should start pushing at least to the consequent encroachment of that fair value gap, 22,121. We also have a new day opening gap sitting there as well, all the way back from Thursday. But if it starts making its way down to that,
Let's just make a little push up. Instead of
market
stopping
shift, and we close above these. We closed above.
Bar.
Nicely closed above the highs. Still respecting the June 11th gap by a tick on the bodies. Just a couple of points.
Little by little. Oh, there we go. Thank you. One more. So is this how we're supposed to trade? Your take profit level is at a place where you lose money? I'm working my way out of a trade that I got caught in. But I am using, to be fair, my
Stop loss.
There's a stop loss. Exactly. Everything is going according to plan.
I just don't like your risk on the trade.
Okay, then I'm out. Trade closed.
Excuse me, guys. Let me mute myself for 1 second.
There's an error in my code also. There's always an error in my code. You have that same problem, Omnius. You always have errors in your codes.
What's the error? What do you mean by error?
Error?
Well, right here, you see on my white chart on the whatever, right?
Yeah.
This blue line is supposed to be about here. Just a little under the open of this candle. Now the thing is, when the next candle forms,
So
it will be. This is what I don't understand. And the next candle forms.
what's the blue line?
The blue line is where I'm supposed to enter long. Stop out over and stop out on the bottom one for the long trades and take profit at the higher one. So it's about it's a little bit more than a 2-to-1 trade.
But I mean, what's the condition for the blue line?
A blue bar. And then what it's...
So you have it at the bottom?
And no. I have it at the open minus about 8 ticks. Well, that's a variable. I can set it. So minus 8 ticks under the open. But here's the thing. If the next bar forms and it's blue, it will do it correctly. It just doesn't do it correctly on this bar. I don't get it. Like, I get these random errors that just don't make sense. They're head scratchers. Open minus...
But you're also on a Renko bar. So the open might be what open is.
The open is
so
here.
You're looking at the open as the bottom of the blue, right?
Yeah.
But that don't necessarily have to be the open for the first bar. That's maybe the open for the second bar.
I don't know. After that, after every other bar, it'll do it right. Very frustrating. I just get these random errors that just don't make sense.
Make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. You look at the code and you say the code is right. Jesus Christ. It's pretty simple, you know. And the thing is, here's the funny thing. So a lot of times, if I just disable it, if I go into my strategies folder and I disable it like that, a lot of times, and then I re-enable it, it's in the right place. In this case, it's not, but a lot of times that actually clears out the error. So strange. It's
so what that means is it's kind of like a repaint thing where
no, it's not a repaint because it's simple. It's open.
Well,
open doesn't
it
change.
Open
Open doesn't change. No, open doesn't change, and it's open minus 8 ticks. So it can't repaint because the open on any candle doesn't change. Once the open on the previous closed candle is set, it's set. And it only calculates on bar close. So anyways, I was just wondering if you also get these sporadic errors like that, you know? It's infuriating.
Yes, that's what I fight with a lot.
Because I want to share some of my things, but I can't because there's always these intermittent errors.
Moving averages do that a lot. It's because of the way that they calculate them. Because if you're using on bar close, you're not using the full data. So if you change it to change on tick or a price change, then it'll probably work, right?
Yeah, but the problem with that is if you don't think it through, you can find yourself what I call in the infinite loop where you buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and wipe out an account in like a second. I've had that happen a few times.
Oh, look at this price action right now.
Yeah, that was a weird. Well, it's right at initial balance on the September contract, and it's.
Who tweeted? Are we going to war?
We're going to war. No boots on the ground. Nobody in the U.S., even though I'm not from the U.S., they said 70 or 80% of the population doesn't want boots on the ground in international conflicts anymore, and I agree. I agree.
And we just so happen to have a huge military parade just the other day to show the might of the armed forces. Where they spend like $50 million or something on a parade showing off the U.S. military. At the same time, we have countries bombing each other that have nukes.
Could you imagine losing your son for a war in another country?
You know the Iron Dome?
Yeah.
You seen the Iron Dome?
It didn't do shit, did it?
Hey guys, I got a quick question. Sorry for interrupting you guys. Do we know which prop firms allow us to trade Bitcoin futures?
I was told Apex does.
I think you can do that on Topstep. You can just put BTC.
No, my boy just said he can't do it on Topstep.
Yeah, Apex allows you. Use code FLOOR.
You can do micro Bitcoin.
That was a good one.
Micro Bitcoin with Topstep.
Yeah, you can do micro Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, it's micro Bitcoin. He's
gonna try it right now. My buddy's trying it right now.
Code FLOOR? It should work.
Try it out. It should work.
Oh yeah, and if you're gonna buy any more Topstep accounts, bro, use code Floor, Yanni. My boys let you
No,
have one.
no, there is no code floor on Topstep.
Oh, why you lying to me, Futures?
I thought we were talking Apex.
Tops doesn't have any code.
No, Apex he uses code his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hey, we gotta get.
He can, right? He got in. He got in. He just took a Topstep trade. He's like, oh shit, you can.
We gotta get. You gotta get Crispy back. Tell him I'll pay him.
Yeah, we'll get Crispy on here. He's just he's getting ready to move right now, dude.
He is funny. Oh my god, this
He'll
guy.
hang out. He'll hang out in chat.
This guy used to make me laugh. I'd be chewing on something and
Guys, I'll be right back. Let me just finish this call and I'll be right back.
spit it out. Yeah, we know what makes him funny because he has a good relationship with Joker. So he gives him digs. He makes fun of him and stuff sometimes.
So you're just waiting for him to.
Yeah. Fuck the funny things he says. Fuck, the other time he was rambling a little bit, Joker. He called him Santa Claus or something, or Santa Claus with the red beard. Oh god.
It's good though. It helps make the time go by.
Yeah. Oh, but he's funny. He's got a sense of humor.
Keep us out of all these shitty trades we do when we're bored.
No, it didn't keep me out of shitty trades. It kept me laughing, but it didn't keep me out of the shitty trades.
He enticed it more.
Is that what it was?
My son kept me out of the shitty trades. He dinged me on the phone and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's good.
You were like, what?
No, but it's terrible because I'm not supposed to be doing this anymore, and that was a moment of weakness, and I'm glad he caught me, and I went right back to my normal size. And it's terrible that it's still happening, even with all that I'm doing, it's still happening, and it shouldn't happen anymore.
Mike's like, it's not me. He's like, I can see you.
No, it's good to have someone watching over your shoulder.
It is.
If you have someone watching over your shoulder, it's very hard to break discipline. Until, how you'd break discipline? You close the stream.
Right.
Okay, stream's over.
Turn the camera off. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Correct. Hey guys, I heard you guys mentioning earlier that there's a promotion going on with funded futures.
Yeah, Antonio was saying use code SNATCH.
Use code swoosh.
Swoosh, yeah.
Not snatch.
No, it's spelled SWUSH, but it's pronounced snatch.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Futures.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
Just wanted to clarify.
Thank you for the English lesson. So Antonio, what's the promotion that's going on for funded futures?
If you get an eval and you pass it, you get one free.
So if you get an eval and pass it, you get one free. What's the cost to fund the account, and what's the cost of the eval?
I don't even know, man.
Oh, we don't have that info. Okay.
Yeah, I don't use funded futures. I just saw the promo and thought you guys might want to jump on that.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I only trade Topstep, bro, because I understand everything like pretty well. You know what I mean? If I got another prop firm that kind of the same as Topstep, I'd probably hop on it. But everything seems to be kind of either too expensive or not reliable. If that makes any sense. Like I really wanted to get an Apex account so I could have 20 accounts. You know what I mean? But that whole trailing drawdown bullshit, I don't really like that.
I feel like the trailing drawdown's not as bad as people make it out to be.
Well, it's because I'm used to the Topstep. You know what I mean? I'm used to, like, if I go down 400, I can come back up 600. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that would affect on Apex.
It's the same. You go down 400, you come up 600, you're in the profit. I mean, really, it only matters if you're taking like these huge trades.
Mm.
If you're trading micros and you're just taking decent trades, it really shouldn't matter all that
It
much.
shouldn't matter. Yeah, I got you.
Because even when you're in the trade, you still can have trail and drawdown. So if you're up $2,000, you come back to break even. Now you're down $2,000. But as long as you're not trading like that, it really don't matter.
Hmm. Use
I don't know if
code
you scalp trade or what, but if you're just scalping, it really don't matter. That's why people like it for scalping.
I might have to look into it, to be honest.
Long entry line, subtract long entry line.
I don't hear Mike again. You ain't getting into bad trades again, are you?
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm
Uh-oh.
looking over my code. Long entry line, subtract from low.
One thing you might be able to do that could fix that, but you'd have to wait a candle, is put it for one candle back.
No, that wouldn't work because this is what I'm calling my my vibration system.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that I'm kind of just identifying the range that NQ is gonna bounce between, and that's the two.
Right.
That's the two black lines. So that's where I'm expecting for now. Price to stay inside. So if I can get an entry at the blue line, I'm giving myself a good setup because my stop out is very close and my take profit is quite a bit further. No, but maybe
So right now is the blue line right, or it's supposed to be up at the candle open?
That's kind of where it's supposed to be, but the numbers are
So that's
wrong.
where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but no, the numbers are wrong. Let me edit strategy, template, load, default, load. Okay, now let's try. No, there's still an error. Kind of supposed to be something like that, but there's still an error. I think. I'm not sure. I'll be able to tell on the next candle if this one closes. This one will close if it crosses the black dash line. It's got to cross it, not touch it. Anyways, I'll work on it. I don't know. I changed it a little bit, but there we go.
So it didn't update on that one either, right? Or it's only updates on the first one?
No, they moved. They all moved because look, the now the black dash line.
Okay,
is
I see it now.
there.
Okay,
It did.
that might be the delay.
It did move, but again, I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah, I seen it move as soon as you said something. It was probably the delay.
Yeah. I can't tell. I can't tell until when. Seems a little aggressive. Let me change something here. See, I also have input parameters. Long entry line, subtract from low. Let's make it 4. Short entry line, make that 4. Okay. Apply, should be a little further away. Okay, that's better. That looks, I just want to get in a little bit under the open of the previous candle. Because, okay, like if you look over here where my cursor is, right?
Give me a second.
At that blue candle right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so if I'm entering a little bit under the open, I'm entering it around here. So my stop is just if the candle closes, I get out. But to go all the way back up and form another candle, that's my exit. See, this will be another.
So how do you know you're entering at the low of the blue candle?
Well, I'm entering not the low. I'm trying to get in a little under the open. Because if I
not
get
that one, the last set of blue.
Yeah,
I was pointing out a second ago.
Yeah, well, once this candle closes and price is playing over here, you know, going up and down.
Yeah.
Because it's an open candle. So I'm trying to get in under the open of the previous candle, just like you see over here. You have to get it. What I'm
doing is I'm looking at the 2 wicks that you got previous.
Yeah, well, that's
Both
because
of those would have been losses.
No, because it didn't form a bearish candle. No, because this is now based on this candle here. That's why they're.
No, I'm looking at the last set of blue.
Yeah, right here.
No,
Wait.
The last set of blue.
Down,
You're just pointing out. You keep changing blues.
Down here?
No, over there. Yeah.
Okay, this one wouldn't have been a loss because it did. This one would be a loss because it turned bearish, so you would have stopped out. But anytime you see a wick,
you're talking about long.
Yeah. On the long side, anytime you see a wick, if it doesn't switch colors, you made money. If it switched colors, you lost. So here, if it did not switch colors, you would have seen a wick on this candle, and you would have seen another bullish bar. But because it switched colors, they remove the wick and they turn it black. So this was a profitable trade. The first candle doesn't apply because the first candle always has a wick, automatic. But any wick you see is a profitable trade. But any switchover is a losing trade, so you lose on every switchover.
But if you're buying low, then the stop loss isn't that much.
Yeah, the better you get under this line here, so me, I have this here. You can see it. I have an ATM that I created. Doesn't matter. There, I'll get in, and let me apply the same account. I don't even know which account that is. Maybe it's this one. There you go. Yeah. So if I had gotten in at the blue line, right?
Yeah, that was a bit early, right?
Yeah, my stop would have been over here where it should be, and these guys would be a little bit lower, and that's when the cash register rings.
Right. Yeah, I had a strategy like that before when I used to trade Rinkos.
Yeah, I set it up because I like the cash register sound. 10 more minutes, guys, and then it's time to call it quits. If anybody's in the channel, hit subscribe. Click the like button. It's always appreciated. And if you have a live account, buy the NQ because I'm in a long trade and I'm losing money.
It's almost 12 o'clock, isn't it? Got me on overtime.
I'm just joking, everyone. Not financial advice, entertainment only. Do not follow my trades. Trade on demo only. Consult the advice of a licensed professional. And
all that good stuff.
And if you're feeling litigious, go to Omnius's channel.
And if you want to sue me, good luck.
Or litigious, that's the word. If you're feeling litigious, go to Omnius's channel. Go to Joker's channel.
I don't even know what that means. I speak English.
Oh, wait. Go to Antonio's channel. Send him on a wild goose chase.
There you go.
Stop filled.
Stop filled. Okay, that's a good way to end the day, right? That's a good sound to have in your head for the rest of the day. Stop filled.
It's better than it not being filled.
Yeah. Okay, so you see now it reversed. Now it reversed sides. Now it's above the open a little bit. Thing is, there's a pretty decent probability that you get four bars continuation after after a bar forms, but I just don't have stats on it yet. I don't know if that's enough to be profitable. But to go,
you think we're going to break through the support this time?
Oof, where's the box that I put up?
We did get this failed push up, and we try it again. So
Properties.
Could push right, drop right through it.
Where are we? Let's take a look. Kaboom. Well, we're still in it though, eh? We got out of it, came back, you're right in it. Well, I guess it's a mixed bag today. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad.
Well, it is a rollover also, so.
Is there any really bad? Let me take a look. Yeah, the PA Apex. That one's going to bother me. The rest, no. But the PA Apex is going to bother me. Anyways, like you said, tomorrow I probably won't even remember.
Remember what? And then we got FOMC Wednesday, right?
The problem is with what I'm doing with GPT, it's pretty complex already. And I have to take pictures of all my account balances at the end of the day. So it can adjust my position size and stuff. And I tell you, it's like having a fucking real risk manager on your, on your ass all the time. It's set up well
Here-
the way I got it going
Here's
now.
what you do. You say, GPT, adjust this number to this.
No, I told it that there is...
Change the red to green.
No. I told it you can't. It's got very specific...
No, but this time you can. It's okay.
I put in there's no override. Well, what I can do is just not open it up or start a new thread. But no, I like it because it keeps me, or at least it's helping keep me disciplined. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just joking.
Now I'm just wondering what the fuck am I going to do, because I have a couple accounts that weren't reported. I'm gonna get. Yeah, I guess that's...
Does anybody know how to adjust the volume on alerts on TradingView?
No idea. Never played with that. I would say maybe the only way is to lower the volume of your computer's volume, actually. That's the way I would think.
On the window browser.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that lowers the volume of everything.
Of everything, yeah.
But can't you select what window you want to put the volume down on the volume mixer? You just turn down there.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe if you right click on the volume thing.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it shows you each one.
Yep.
Fucking hard to get new subscribers lately.
Everybody's off for the summer.
I mean, I get it. I agree with Joker. Certainly, trading should be your primary source of income, and you should master trading. But there's nothing wrong with working to develop a second source of income either. It's actually, I think, a good idea.
Well, that's just going to improve your trading because you're not sitting there so stressed out about a few losing days. That's what gets me. You know, I do great for a while and then go on a losing streak, and it's like, okay, well, what are we doing now?
Quit.
Well, not that I want to quit, but it's like, well, if I keep this up, who's going to feed the kids, right? Who's going to pay the bills? Like, fuck, now I'm all stressed out over it, and I don't want to be. So if you can get a few dollars from streaming also and other ways of making money, that just, you know, it puts you in a clear mindset. You're not so stressed out over a losing trade.
Problem is we're very far away. I think you need minimum, I'd say 2,000 subscribers.
No way. 1,000 subscribers. You got people talking about making $1,500 a month on 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, about $1 to $2. So I was thinking more to make like 3. Do you guys hear the cash register, or is it only me?
I haven't heard it.
No? That's weird.
Now, is that on
I guess
I'm hearing you through Discord.
Yeah, so it's probably not coming through. You're just picking up my mic. It's probably just going it's just going onto the stream. Okay, yeah.
But even just 1,000 subscribers, I mean,
yeah, that should bring in
an extra $1,500 a month. I mean,
yeah, it should bring in 1,000 to 3,000 a month. So $1 to $3 depending.
You're not expecting to live off 1,000 subscribers. You're expecting it to minimize when you're on a losing streak.
Yeah.
But even if it's not a losing streak, like right now, the market's a bit slower, so I'm not even trading as much.
Yeah.
So I'm not making now what I was 3 months ago. So wouldn't it be great if by this time next year we can subsidize that with a little bit of viewers?
That's it. You got to put in the time. That's all.
I'm not trying to be like some of those other guys where that's all you do, but I mean, 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, that'd be nice. I mean,
yeah, no, just do like a Joey Morgan type of thing. You know, you trade live, you trade, you work hard, but you also stream.
Right.
Exactly.
But you got to enjoy it.
And hell, if you can do other things to get a little bit of income here and there, also do that, you know. You don't have to go spend it right away. Just put it in the bank. Let it sit there until you're a shithead and blow a bunch of accounts.
Yeah. But you got to enjoy it.
So put it there until tomorrow.
Exactly.
Because it's work intensive.
Oh,
especially if you want to create videos, there's a lot of work involved. And there's a time commitment.
It's hard to survive on trading if that's all you're doing. That's what I'm saying. Because then every time you take a losing trade, you're not sleeping at night. You're all stressed out, taking it out on the family.
Your wife is hitting you over
Just
the
leave
head
me
with a pot.
alone.
Right.
Oh shit! Ryan the kisser.
Right.
Oh man. Dude, that was a crazy candle. It just tried to push all the
Yeah,
way
it
down right
was.
now, and it got so much resistance.
Lots of stops, I guess, over there. That's what I would think. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I would think.
Like I don't know how it looks like on your guys' screen, but on my screen, it looks like it's glitching out of how up and down the candle's going.
Mm.
It's like shaking the whole screen.
Really, mine's not really doing that. You must be on the new contract.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I did, Omnius? Thanks to you. I put up the 1 minute, 2 minute, and 5 minute with Heiken Eshis. And
They're
theoretically,
interesting candles, ain't they?
yeah, theoretically, what I'm doing is, if the 2 minute and the 5 minute are in agreement, then I want to try and find setups on the 1 minute in the same direction. So right now, for me, the 5 minute is bearish. The 2 minute is bearish, so I should be looking for setups on the 1 minute, which would be
I want to change the 1 minute to a 30-second.
at least a 2-bar retrace, 2-bar or more retrace, and then on the first Heiken Eshi candle red, I'd go short. I'll try that. I'll take that trade. I can trade up to a 6 lot. Can I? Let's be real here. 3 plus 2. No, I can trade up to a 5 lot. Okay, I'll set it for a 5 lot.
3 plus 2 is pretty hard.
Hell yeah.
31 seconds. No. I'm just checking my my sheet here, my max lot size. I have pretty much. Oh shit! See what you guys did? My hand, the back of my wrist, when I threw the paper down. Look, it's gonna go to profit. That's hilarious. I actually hit the mouse by accident. I'll take it.
That's the best trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we all say. Ah, damn.
Yeah.
So now
Totally
what?
didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
Well, there's the short entry. I didn't take it. Now I
this will
can
probably
take
be a
it.
good short if you took it, to be honest, on the top of that. I
Yeah.
think it is going to drop down a little bit.
Let's see if I can get in for a better price, like maybe 22,170, 69. I didn't get the 170. I wanted 170. Problem is my stop has to be up here, which means these take profits are way too tight. So get rid of them. I don't want to see them. Maybe I'll keep that one.
My volume chart's in slow-mo. Normally it's like counting by the hundreds.
Yeah.
Now I see it counting by like per number. It's like 66, 65, 64.
That's really strange. Because it's not that low on MNQ 06 on the June contract. I don't get it. It's almost like they reverted to the March, but of course the March isn't trading, so they couldn't have done that.
How many candles do I even have today? Will it tell you?
One.
I've got 56 bars since market open.
Wow.
Not market, but the 9:30 open.
I would love to have an indicator that can count the number of bars per minute, and you can use that as a momentum indicator. Seriously. I don't know how to code that. If someone knows how to code that, that would be glorious.
I'm confused on what you're saying.
Well, you just said that you have 56 bars since the open, right?
Right, yeah.
If I can create like since the market
9:30.
opened, 9:30.
Right.
Yeah. If I can have an indicator that counts how many bars between 12 and 12:01, and then it shows me, down below on a bar graph, and then between 12:01 and 12:02, because sometimes when the markets are volatile.
So at this same time Friday, on which Friday was kind of a low volume also, but this time Friday had 200 bars.
Yeah.
I'm only a quarter of the bars as Friday.
So you're getting a session count. I wanted by minute count.
But you don't get a lot of bars. On my Renko, sometimes I can get 20 bars in a minute, and sometimes I can get 1 bar in a
Okay, so
minute.
you're talking about on the Renko chart, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd love that. That would be, I think, the greatest momentum indicator ever when you start seeing that count go up. Seriously.
Yeah, I would like something like that on the volume bars.
Seriously, it would. I should post a message on Elance or something and see if someone will do that for me for $19 or $20. But everybody, once they hear Ninja Trader, oh, $500.
Yeah.
The price just shoots through the roof.
Oh, I seen one, the same momentum line that I have on TradingView.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling it on Ninja Trader for like almost $300.
Yeah, everything for Ninja Traders in the hundreds.
You freaking kidding me?
Yeah. It's not like MT4 where everything is free almost.
Yeah, that would be nice to have for the volume chart. How many candles?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
maybe
about.
like a 5-minute basis or something.
It's a great way to see a pickup in momentum. I created an indicator that on every tick it made a little click. But the problem with that is, yeah, it makes a little noise. So when you hear it really start to rev like a fishing line with the line screaming out, you know the momentum has really picked up. But the problem is the ticks are a little bit too long. They're only 0.7 of a second or even less than that, maybe 0.5 of a second, the whole audio file. Right. But
so kind of like the other charts have.
If there's 1,000 ticks in 1 second, let's just say as a crazy example.
Well, Bookmap has that, right?
Oh, I don't know. I created it myself.
Bookmap has something like that.
Yeah, but it has to catch up. So eventually market slows down, but you don't know that because it's trying to catch up to all the ticks that are in inventory. You know, I don't know.
Or you can even set it to where it don't do it until it's over a certain amount. Like,
yeah, no, that's again
20 or 50 or something a second or something, then it kicks in.
That's again beyond my ability.
Not really. I mean, that's just a parameter.
Yeah, but I'm not really, like I said, I don't know really how to use the coder. I just use the strategy analyzer and create the conditions, and then it compiles.
Look, you use the strategy thing to set up your strategy, and then you click the way you can copy the code, and you give it to ChatGPT, and then tell it what you want.
How did I not think of that? I'm such a ChatGPT user. Fuck.
And sometimes it'll work great, and other times it'll make you want to strangle your cat.
Okay, we're gonna create that Renko bar thing.
Hey, the funny part is Mike does have a cat.
Yeah, and it bit me. Yeah, it's true.
Good. That's what you get for having a cat.
It gave me a bite right under the eye. Never bit me before, but Father's Day it gave me a gift.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, basically, Happy Father's Day.
Oh, my wife wants one so bad. She keeps trying to get my daughter to win me over.
I don't know.
Like, please, Daddy, can we have a cat, please? I'm like, no. They're like little rats.
That's crazy. I think I just saw this pattern too, and it's going up.
I don't know. I was, yeah, what a gift. Definitely what a gift. I was a dog guy. I hated cats. But we got the cat, and it's a good animal. I don't know. It's a good animal.
Oh, great. Now they got you trying to win me over, too.
Right. Oh,
I'm not saying dogs aren't great. Dogs are still better, but it's a great animal, a cat. Just you have to understand it. You have to understand it's not a dog. You have to understand its behavior is different.
I told my daughter, I said, we can get a cat when it's big enough to eat a dog.
When hell freezes over. And stop asking.
Like, can we get like a lion or a tiger or something? Like, that sounds cool.
Allergic.
Or like even one of those like lynx cats, you know what I mean? Like a bob tiger or something like that. Bobcat.
Yeah. Like those sound cool. Like, yeah, come and break into my house. Wait till you see the cat.
You break in Mike's house. Are you gonna fall in some fucking kitty litter?
You just reminded me. You guys know the comedian Maniscalco? What's his first name? Something Maniscalco? Like an Italian guy? You know the comedian? So you guys,
Forget about it.
anyways, you guys are making jokes about, coming into a house and the guy has like a puma or something. This guy, for part of his routine, he had a thing about one of his friends had a bow and arrow or, like a hunting crossbow or something in his house. And he said, what the fuck you have a crossbow for? And he says, well, just in case someone breaks into my house. He doesn't want a gun, but he has a crossbow. So he starts acting it out and he goes, you know what kind of mind fuck that is? You're walking slowly through the house in the dark. You're a crook or, a burglar or whatever. And he gets shot with an arrow. He says, what kind of fucking mind fuck that is to get hit with an arrow in the dark?
All you hear is.
Basically. What the fuck?
And a big pain in your back, right? It's going,
Oh,
from your back to
shit.
your shoulder.
What kind of
Dude,
fucking...
have you guys ever seen that one story about it's like an old king or a prince that supposedly got shot in the face, like shot in his eye with the arrow, and they pulled it
Oh
out.
shit.
Oh my god.
But
ain't
it was
never
like
heard that one.
this is like medieval times, right? So they pulled it out and he was able to survive because I mean he was a king, right? So he got the best doctors or whatever. But I mean he got shot in the face in the war in the eye with the arrow and they pulled it out.
That sounds disgusting.
For real. But dude, even at that, imagine how deep that arrow has to be. And back in the day, like you don't know anything about neurology or what your brain can do or et cetera, et cetera. Like dude, they could have moved to the left too hard and fucking made him not walk.
You think they did that? You think they did that trick where they say count to three, they go one, but before they go to three, they pull it out on the one? You said count to three, you motherfuckers.
Well, it's hard to even pull an arrow out.
It
because of
is.
the way the arrowhead is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Dude, no anesthesia, nothing.
Yeah.
They might have just had to cut it and leave it in there.
Nah,
Be a king walking around missing an eye, got an arrow stuck in your head.
What I seen is that they made like a tool so they can open it a little bit and pull out the arrowhead.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but even that's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like fuck. Talk to the blacksmith. I need this done. Oh shit.
Okay, we have good news and bad news. Give me the bad news first. The bad news is we have to pull the arrow right out of your eye socket. And the good news, tomorrow it'll all be a memory.
Imagine being the guy to have to do it. Like, you want me to do what to the king? Like, nah.
If it hurts, we kill your family.
Exactly.
Yeah, whole bloodline gone.
Ugh. Like, don't fuck this up.
Okay, hold on. Let me make a call. Honey, pack your bags. Leave.
Get the horse.
Get the horse.
And here we are, stressed about pressing the button for a trade.
For
Imagine being there in front of the king, like, you got to pull an arrow out of his head and gonna kill your whole family.
Hey, nowadays it's like you gotta find a good entry for Donald Trump. Find me the best entry right now.
You sure you want me to pull it out? It looks good. It's your color.
Yeah, that would be me. Like, talk him to keep it in there. Like, man, that's great, man. Like you're gonna walk by all the other kings, gonna be scared. Look, this guy got an arrow sticking out of his head.
Okay, I think that's it, guys. I think it's time to call it quits. My daughter wants me to help her with some stuff. I told her at 11:30. I was having a good time, so I was sticking around, but I'm gonna get shit from my daughter, so thanks for joining in. Tomorrow,
I'm already getting dirty looks myself.
Tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, as they would say on Batman, and have a good rest of the day. Yeah. You too, Buttersteins.
Right,
take care. Bye.
Later.
See you, bro.
Let's say trading great again. You just thought of this to say. We watch all of your streams, cause it's not fun to trade alone. It wasn't just your trades, it's your blood, your sweat, your code. Patrick blazed the trail, roaring loud into the air. We were watching floor. Come and trade on the floor.